My name is Ren. As you can see, you can call myself a professional learner. The more magic I learn, the more it seems to be interesting to me. I grew up in a small village, a small population, not a whole lot of people there. It was a small town, not a lot going on for it. I spent a lot of my time in the libraries. As you can see, I've acquired quite a collection. And most of my time is quiet. I've been on the road for a very long time now. Well, at least that's what it seems. I like to spend my time here or in any other library that I can find, really. A good book is really what helps pass the time, you know. I hope to find myself on a new adventure sometime soon. The last one I was on was very, very crazy. I met a lot of crazy people also. The world does not get you ready to see a 6'5" lizard man. It's an interesting sight. Not a lot of books on them also, so it makes it pretty interesting to find them out. So, I hope that I can see my adventuring party again sometime soon. And, yeah. And your name is?
Hello. They call me Dekine. My people were destroyed, and I do not know by who. I spent my formative years in the woods, running with the wolves. After a goblin attack, I was imprisoned for what felt like probably forever. And then a human man saved me. He taught me everything I know, besides what the wolves had taught me. I'm here to kill goblins and smoke herb. And boy, do I hate goblins.
Hello, I am the bard they call Beppis Dabby. I come from a small halfling society on an island volcanoes where I was banished for making sweet deals with the volcano people. Apparently they're evil, but no, they're just stupid. Thank you.
Among the shimmering treetops and tracing through the cool rivers, the essence of the wild awaits. And within that wild, a wealthy, well-off wood elf named Sai steps into his reflection inside of a puddle. Look at myself, Sai said. I finally escaped an embarrassment of riches. Keep your wealth, keep your glamour. I have my bow, my mind, and my soul, and I shall wander until I find a new home.
Is this thing on? Should I begin? Hello? My name is Slizzard Sippin' Scissorp, but you may refer to me as Scissorp. I left my homeland to do one thing. Eat as many meats as I can. To say that it has been a pleasure to make your acquaintance is a gross exaggeration. However, it has not been displeasurable to make your acquaintance. Alright, that's all.
Yo, good evening. Welcome, everyone. What's up?
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the viewers here. Welcome. Today we are celebrating our move to YouTube tomorrow. Doing a little podcast tonight to talk about our campaign so far, where we're at. Not everyone could be here. We're missing...
Why'd you look at me when you said
that?
Because
Babel.
I wasn't here.
Is Dekine ever really here? We're missing B-Babel and our bard, Beppis. They couldn't be here. So, we want to start off with the campaign. I wanted to maybe pick these guys' heads on where they're at with it, how they like Barovia so far.
Not down with the lobotomy, dude.
The lobotomy? You don't like lobotomies?
Not right now.
Not right
So,
now.
like, how we
I'm trying
like
to
it,
quit,
like,
actually.
as a spot to move to,
Turned off
or,
the
like,
volume.
as a setting for a campaign? Because, like, I
Both.
think real estate should be real cheap in Barovia, so, I mean, I'd be looking to buy, personally.
I'm sure real estate is really cheap in Barovia.
I would imagine that it probably isn't.
Well,
probably
yeah, maybe
pretty
hard to
expensive still.
obtain.
No, I mean
lot of
it's
people there,
probably
I don't know what
cheap.
you-
I'm not saying that it's being sold. I'm just saying.
No, I bet it is expensive. That's why it's not being sold. Do you really think Strahd's not charging arm and leg for a place to stay there? Just
Yeah, but an
because
arm and a
it's-
leg, not
Just
that
because
expensive.
it's shitty to live there doesn't mean he doesn't want to charge you a lot to do so.
Maybe he's literally charging arms and legs.
Yeah, and I know where to get some of those.
Do you guys, what do you think about the horror side? Has it been pretty ruthless, or?
I don't know.
Does it
Why
need to
don't
be
we ask
turned
Robin
up?
how ruthless it's been?
Yeah, we had 2 player deaths already. I didn't feel happy about that. I haven't been DMing long enough to actually feel like I should have killed characters. But they kind of did it to themselves.
Yeah, I mean, cause and effect.
He did what he did because it's what he would have done.
I,
He died nobly and bravely.
He could have lived to fight another day.
Listen, he would have lived to fight another day if those vampires wouldn't have rolled so well. It's gonna be protection from good and evil, and then deuces.
I guess legendary actions suck.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
kind of really suck.
yeah, that really sucked.
Yeah, you don't want to fight things with legendary actions at level 4.
I was scared when
No.
I figured out that.
Those
legendary.
vampires quite literally were
Was the
not
first
meant
to
to
run
be
away.
fought. Yeah, you left everyone.
You did, yeah.
I dip real fast.
You do not get inspiration for that.
I don't know. It's pretty on brand.
It is very on brand.
Nah, he got inspiration when he stayed to help.
Yeah.
You guys
So he
out.
got inspiration for not being on
He
brand.
pulled Psy up, right? In the
right,
temple.
Right.
Wasn't it you
Yeah.
that got to him?
Yeah.
That was he pulled me from the ice
But that was
avalanche.
kind of on brand. I feel like.
Oh, he did save you.
No,
in
he
the
got
avalanche.
Beppis. Beppis got.
Yeah, I got Beppis because Beppis got
It was a chain reaction of healing.
Yeah, which
and
was
Beppis is my drinking buddy.
pretty
so
notable, that sequence.
Of course, I saved him.
Yeah, I really liked the avalanche and how it
The
went.
avalanche was awesome.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was a lot of fun.
I'm glad I was playing.
It got
Robin
really
and not
intense when
my
I thought you were
current
gonna
character.
fall.
I pretty much
was
just,
like,
I was ready to die. I was like, whatever. I was already thinking of other characters.
Sun
I-
just lets it go. And
I
dies.
100%
It's
had a
like-
thing for that because my channel divinity is grasping strike, and it lets me cause, or not grasping strike, but it's like just like ensnare or something like that. And it vines reach out and grab the person.
Oh, so you could just grab him.
It's
on the side.
intended as a negative effect, but I don't see why
Right.
it couldn't be used to help a falling.
Yeah.
I feel like there would be some like physics would kind of increase the chance that it wouldn't work.
Well,
But
I mean, the worse you roll, the more you hurt them. I would assume.
no, so like
Like,
he
The vines
would.
would
Well, I
come
mean,
out
like,
of the
if you
mountain.
were
and
trying to, like-
grab
No, it's just a
Sai
save
just
against it. It's
hold
not
you
like
to the
a-
side of the mountain. He's just like held by vines, almost like duct tape to the side of the mountain. Yeah.
Listen,
that'd be
one
cool.
problem at a time.
Yeah, true.
Definitely.
He didn't go down. That was
Right.
good.
As long
Did
as
you
we're
guys-
not causing.
out.
Did any of you guys ever have your friends duct tape you on a wall?
No, I've always
No, I
been
don't
the
think I've
biggest.
ever been
I've always
duct
been the
taped to a
biggest
wall.
of my friends, so I was never chosen for that one. I remember we duct taped one of our high school
You're gonna need a lot of-
administrators to the wall one year.
You'll need a lot of tape from me. You need a lot of tape.
No, I was hung up on my wall at one point.
You were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about the characters in Barovia? Who's your favorites? Who do you like?
Let's see who's been.
I really like
nice.
Dekine. He seems cool.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's-
Well, I think the only person Robin really liked was like Mordenkainen.
Yeah.
Everybody else kind of was a jerk.
The toy shop was interesting.
Yeah, the toy shop guy
I
was.
feel like I'm like,
Blinksies?
why is there a toy shop here?
Well, I mean, the children of Barovia have to have something.
I guess.
True.
While they're being eaten.
Creepy toys that don't make any sense.
Yeah, that's what I imagine.
Yeah, because what is a horror setting without a shop full of creepy ass dolls?
Yeah,
Right.
that makes sense.
You guys haven't been there at night either.
Well, I think
And it's never gonna happen because I have whatever that phobia of dolls is IRL, and
I kind of.
You guys walk
Fuck that
into the
noise.
shop and all the doll heads just turn and look at you at once.
ain't
and
about
fall
it. Not
in
about
the
it.
room.
Yeah, no.
I kind of liked the guard from.
Velaki?
Falaki?
Yeah,
The guards?
yeah, the guards that had mysteriously a lot of information for some reason.
Yeah, the only people that have given us straight answers.
Well, yeah.
They had a lot of information for
You guys
gate
have
guards.
easily handed them information though as well. So
Yeah.
information for
Yeah,
information.
but I'm just surprised they had the information to begin with. Like,
Yeah, but you guys
They're
aren't
just
really
gate
careful
guards.
with who you're giving information to yet either.
Eh.
You guys have encountered spies and given every single one
Eh.
of them exactly what you're doing.
I haven't even considered spies, honestly.
I
Thanks, guys.
still am kind of up
You
in
were
the air.
warned.
No,
You
I'm
were
pretty
warned
sure
at
we
the
remember
beginning
you saying
multiple
spies, yeah.
times. They're all
But
over.
then I never clicked at why that would be dangerous, or bad.
Well,
But I just have to think about it.
somehow they knew you guys were going to be with the Order,
Yeah.
and to trick Dekine into
you tricked me.
Robin.
Oh yeah, Robin did this.
Well, not Robin. Well, I mean,
Well, yes,
Robin's
Robin.
vampire self. Yeah.
Still Robin.
What a dickhead.
Robin under the control of
I still
whoever
say-
those two vampires
I still
were.
say you should have let me continue to be Robin and just acted like nothing fucking happened.
Yeah.
Like I just got away. And then I could have been evil. And it would have been awesome.
Well,
Robin
Robin's body is now under the control of whoever those vampires were.
Well, isn't he a vampire? It's not...
Those
not
aren't
like...
Strahd vampires, I can tell you that.
Oh, God damn it. Ugh.
You guys hit the homebrew stuff too.
I have
Did we-
one...
This is where all my homebrew comes
Drew
in.
has
Robin
one
at the
job.
castle.
We saw him in a window.
You did see Robin at the
Okay.
castle. At the end, he was
Okay, yeah,
standing
that's
with
right,
Strahd
that's
in like the windows above.
That's right. That's right.
Not good.
Not good.
Wait.
My cat
So.
looking for something to play with. He's gonna find something too.
Wait.
You-
So those vampires weren't with Strahd, but Robin is.
All
Are
I
they-
can tell you is that the
are they-
vampires that took Robin and killed him are not Strahd vampires.
Oh, but they're in cahoots. It appears that they're in cahoots.
Well, there's things going on in Barovia.
Look, dude, I'm just assuming they're in cahoots.
You have to think Barons moved into Barovia to try to stop this.
He moved in. Where'd he get a place? Does
You've
he
been
know
to his house.
what the housing
He
is
kicked
like?
you out of his house.
So he lives in
Yeah,
his.
that's right.
in his
Well, his house
He
is
lives
kind of
wherever
wherever
he
he wants.
He's a god.
Oh, okay. See, I thought maybe he could help us with
You're
this.
thinking way too, like, plainer.
Well, I think.
or material
well, I
plane.
was more focused on that he could help us with the real estate market in Barovia if he bought a place.
I mean,
He'd be the person to ask.
I mean, he might know a realtor.
maybe. I mean, and maybe you don't need a place in Barovia.
I mean, I'm not saying that we do, but it was a conversation we had earlier.
Listen, you
Well,
don't
yeah.
always have to stay in the places you own. Real estate is a fairly solid investment, or so some very shady
dude, we
man
could-
on the street told me once.
We could rent it out. We could rent it out, honestly.
Airbnb
But-
it.
Airbnb.
Is this really an investment in Barovia? With how
I mean, we're cleaning
Dis-
up the place.
despair, yeah.
It's gonna
I
be
would-
upmarket soon.
I
Maybe
start a local
go
government.
back
I would
to
say.
maybe go
I
back
would,
to
I would.
Strahd.
I would say that there's no way that we were the only people that just showed up there. And when you just show up somewhere, you gotta find a place to sleep.
Yeah, I know. It's like almost every time one of us dies, another person gets randomly stuck in this dimension.
Right. Well,
I'm just saying, a house for rent seems like maybe a good thing in Barovia.
maybe go to Strahd and ask him to buy some real estate.
Would he be the person to ask?
That's.
I
No,
think,
last
I
time-
think after your
I
dinner,
would never think of that.
I think
I
after
Last
your
time we
dinner-
went to
Yeah,
Strahd's
dinner, I
house,
think we
he
kinda burned
asked
that
us
bridge.
to help him with
I
something, and then immediately all of his people attacked us. So I feel like there was some mixed messaging and some signals got crossed.
mixed messaging.
Yeah, he said, "I want you to assist me in this," and then he.
Or do you mean the mad elf who called him a liar
Listen, if he's been alive,
multiple times at the table? And elf.
if he's
Elvin
been alive
and-
this long, torturing people in this dimension, I feel like he should be kind of used to that reaction to him.
But
Like,
he's
say-
he's a narcissistic fucking centuries old being who doesn't give a shit
Yeah, but
about
I
anything.
feel like him being a liar is almost something he wears as pride.
Yeah,
But he wasn't lying. And you guys didn't even ask if he was lying.
no,
No,
he just
no one
kind
even
of
checked him on it.
He kind of
I
threw
just-
he kind of threw a little bitch fit, and then people think badly of me.
Yeah, he kind of sounds like Eminem.
I mean, he brought you in nice, fancy rides to the castle, promised you to not be harmed, fed you. Well, you can't eat.
No.
But that didn't help you at all. But
well, I mean, I can't. Like, I canonically don't have a mouth.
I mean, yeah, he just, he doesn't want to be called a liar when he's outstretching a hand.
I mean, I feel like that's a bit like if you lived under a crazy dictator who, like, absolutely was an absolute asshole all of the time.
And I could see.
And he invited you to his mansion and was like, see how nice I'm being? See how nice I'm being?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, have your suspicions, but that's exactly who he is.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he's not being
He's
nice.
like, this is my place. I brought you here for a reason. You guys are going to do what I fucking say, or you'll end up like everybody else here and perish.
Sai just knows that
So he did lie, because he didn't say any of that.
Stride could kill, seemingly
Well, yeah,
Stride
sure.
could kill anyone he wanted. So,
Nah.
Or are we just gonna
We're just not old enough to
Or are we
fight
just going
him
to
yet.
consider that stretching the truth? Because it sounds like a lie. Because he didn't say any of that.
I mean, what do you mean?
He
did
didn't
say that.
He didn't say we had to help him.
Yeah,
He
no.
asked us to help him.
Okay, when if someone asks you to help them at gunpoint, are they asking you to help them, or are they telling you you have to help them?
I think that's the point I was trying to make.
Well, I mean, either way, he outstretched his hand and...
I was fully...
That hand just had a gun in it.
And for you, I mean, you stayed quiet during the interaction and all that, so I think you probably have made your peace with him because
No, dude, I was just drunk and high.
he's still
I mean,
in your head.
True fully just wanted to get information, and also...
He gave you a lot.
Yeah, he did. And not
He was
for nothing,
completely truthful.
but it kind of seems like breaking his curse ends with Strahd being dead.
oh yeah, 100%.
What if it ends with Strahd being a cool guy?
Doubt it.
Like we
Yeah, I was
break the
about to
curse
say.
and just like a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses float down. I'm retired now, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to Florida.
I feel like Florida would not be the place for a vampire to go.
no,
If Strahd's
Underdark.
retired.
He's gonna go take over the Underdark now.
But
It's fine.
the part of the Underdark that looks like a beach.
I have a very negative opinion of the Underdark from another campaign.
Yeah, I don't do the
Like-
Underdark no more.
Like, he can have the Underdark.
We're good. Take it. No, yeah, I liked the castle sequence.
The castle sequence was nice. I did like that.
B-Babble can never be in the castle sequence for too long because his wisdom score is so low that
Yeah.
he can't.
Oh, he'll go
Yeah.
mad, yeah.
He can't succeed once it hits 20.
Yeah, and every time you go back, you'll have another mechanic added to that.
Oh, cool. I hate this.
Yeah, that's gonna be terrible.
Also, I don't know if we've ever actually explained why we keep calling him B-Bumble instead of B-Babble to anyone that watches.
Oh yeah. Well, in our other, so we all play in another. Some of us play in another campaign.
It's not even most.
Well,
It's
four
half.
of us.
Oh, I guess I don't count Dominic as playing because he's the one that tortures us.
So one of our characters is a DM for us in another campaign, and we have a character that's kind of based off his character in our campaign with slightly different names. So in our campaign, it's B Babble, and then in our other campaign, it's B Bumble.
And it never gets confusing.
No. Well, and now he's confronted me and told me every time I get it wrong in our live campaign that Monday night when we come in and we play our regular session that I'll have a little penalty on my hands for getting his name wrong. So I'm working on it.
He hasn't remembered that yet, though.
Wow.
That's what we got.
Yeah. Let's see. So do you guys have any questions so far about like our campaign, like things that?
Yes, explain the entire plot and everything you've held secret to us.
No. About like
That's
what
close.
you've seen so far.
Thought I had.
Places, maybe some clear like some clarification on something or the last couple episodes a lot has happened.
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
I've kind of liked our pace, honestly, when I think about it. Just as far as
Oh,
like,
you guys are moving and grooving.
yeah, and just, I mean, the parties. I don't know. We went into, I don't know, was it a dungeon? The one where Sis died, would that be considered dungeon? Or that was the castle?
That is so.
Is that castle
in-
I mean, anything you explore.
Yeah,
My
it's a dungeon.
problem with Barovia so far is there is not enough dungeons. There's a temple, or a couple temples,
Right.
Castle Ravenloft.
I like the spontaneity of that situation.
Yeah, you
That
just
we all kind of
randomly-
decided, yeah, I mean, that was fun. But as far as, I like everything about that's been going, what has been going on.
Yeah, so far the only
Definitely agree.
negative is that, like, we're still in the level range where, like, poor decisions on our parts
Pink one.
are fatal as opposed to, like, insta-fatal instead of, like...
It's like 30?
I think it's salt.
Right.
So
Instead of, like, oh, this is bad, but we could turn it around, guys, with some...
I should have warned you about that. I'm sorry.
You make
Gumption and-
you make a mistake. It's kind of costly. Well, and especially in this setting,
Yeah, definitely.
the things that they have for this, the random encounters are kind of
For me?
lame. So
Okay. That's
a lot.
part of it, though.
Almost every encounter you've come across, I've kind of changed to my own stuff.
I kind of assumed.
I personally like punishing gameplay, where
Yeah.
you kind of have to learn. And
I like Dark Souls.
I like,
Basically-
Yeah.
Basically.
I like stuff like that,
I
but...
thought you were making fun of us for a
No,
second.
I think it needs
not all the time. I, don't
I think
play
it needs
just
to be a good mix.
No,
Like,
but, like,
and
what
I
this
understand for us
situation-
too.
There's a level range in Dungeons and Dragons where, like, you're basically useless.
Yeah.
Like,
At first, you're saying, right?
yeah. And then once you get to a certain point, like, punishing gameplay can be fun because you have to figure a way out of it. Early on, punishing gameplay can be awful because
Yeah.
you're just gonna die.
All right, yeah. Or especially for new players,
Yeah.
Well, and we're
which
all
I'm
kind of
still
new.
pretty new. Yeah.
My first time ever DMing.
Yeah, but you've been
and-
playing for.
Yeah, but I played with
4 or
people
5
who weren't
years.
like DMs to the point where, every rule was
Yeah.
like it is in the DM manual, So we've
Right.
had lenient, and I haven't had to like forage for food or,
Or the rule
spell
of-
components. Like
rule of
If
cool.
you
Dom
have
does
DMs like
stuff.
that, run. Well, he does spell components when you don't have your thing
Stuff.
that
Yeah.
lets you bypass most spell components.
Well, now I have a cool book,
Sometimes he's just
and I
an
can
asshole.
just say wow and do shit. But
He's not here, so I can say terrible things.
that's a different
He can
game.
defend himself. Dominic,
Oh yeah,
he is our torturer on our Monday game.
yeah, he does torture us.
We're literally in a
I
Groundhog Day
honestly
scenario.
feel like sometimes D&D, like it can be about. I feel like it just almost lends itself to that. Like, you want to make things a challenge, so sometimes that turns into like,
No, he's literally
okay,
torturing
let me show
us.
you what this is. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just think that
Well, and I mean, some of the characters and encounters you guys have come across, like the gargoyles who weren't supposed to fight, those are punishing creatures.
yeah,
They're there,
I
and if
didn't
you
wanna
don't mess
fight
with them, they don't come to life. But it states in the book, like, they come to life, so I was like, you know
Right.
what? He touched that gargoyle. It's coming back. They're coming
I
to
mean
life.
that's
Yeah, this
fair.
Yeah,
that's
definitely
fair.
100%.
This
fair.
is the
That's
like
fair.
only time I've ever played a character that would not have murdered Dakine by this point.
We killed one gargoyle, didn't we?
We did kill one.
Yeah, and
killed
the other
one
one
when
they
the
magic
wall fell.
they carded away.
Okay.
It fell.
So you left
Fell
your
and
cards
shattered.
Yeah.
out the other night. I think it's sitting on one
Oh,
of these.
okay.
Which
in
Was
case
good
you
because
are looking.
two of them would have been
Yeah,
pretty crazy.
yeah.
And then to go in and fight the wraiths at the same time. Because that was a big day on Mount Gacchus. You guys fought
Yeah, there was a lot of shit.
the
That was a big
gargoyle into the 6th wraiths. You pulled the fortuitous circumstance card,
So we only fought
and then
4 of the raids.
you rested a little bit, and then you went outside, and the Sangs were jumped down from the mountain, the giant
rock.
goat beast, and then
The rock.
the rock came and murdered that one, and Mama Sangzer
Which
jumped down.
is a lesson I've been learning in these sessions is that you don't use all of your cool spells and abilities at first.
That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just had to get on
He
to
had to
him.
get onto me because we got in our
In our
first
other
encounter,
campaign.
and he was like, "Wait, we're gonna fight a boss in a little bit. Like we know we're going for this
you
big
have to-
enemy."
You have to reserve.
He was
things.
like, "Just use
100%.
your Eldritch Blast because you can do that as many times as you want." And
Uh-huh.
I have 3 beams now in my campaign there, so yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of learning. Also, one fun thing that I feel like our group doesn't have a lot of problems with, but I've been in groups that do, is like you can do whatever you want. I mean, you're a fantastic example of that.
Yeah.
Is Dakine is like, anytime you ever want to ask, can I blank?
You can do that.
You can. It's just
I'll
think
say,
of how it works.
and my answer almost every time is, you can sure try.
Right, yeah.
Every time. It'll be,
You
you
can
can
almost-
sure try.
So sometimes you can tell in the tone of your voice if you should or shouldn't, though.
Who,
Well,
me? When you ask if you
sometimes
could do
based
stuff?
on what
I
you're
mean,
doing.
ask.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Common sense.
if you're like, can I open the door to the place that just told me to get the hell out, and you know, and I'm just like, well, I guess, yeah. And then it's like, well, can we just go ahead and try to have sex with this main character?
I'm still mad at you about that.
And then it's, yeah, and then it's like, I guess, you know.
I don't know why you're mad at me about that.
It was real rapey.
Well, would
Yeah, it
would
was.
True know about that now?
Yeah, what does True know about that?
Drew's not mad about it. Tommy's mad about it.
Right. Yeah, I could see. But yeah,
I am perfectly fine separating what I'm mad at and what that robot fuck is mad at.
True. But it kind of cleaned up his act.
I feel like he's
Because
definitely.
he almost died
Did you-
for like
Yeah, I
3 weeks.
was about to say.
He ever since those vampires, he learned to run, which is a thing that Barovia is supposed to teach you right off the bat. But I didn't make you do Death House, so you
Well,
know,
Death House is garbage. We ran that years ago.
it's a meat grinder.
It's just boring.
Yeah, we really haven't. I don't think the team, the party as a whole, has learned to exit situations.
Well,
You haven't. You guys just started retreating
I
for
feel
the
like-
first time
Yeah.
on Mount Gakkus.
I
You
was gonna say,
retreated from the
Bar
temple.
Bar was the first person to run away in the whole party, and then we all went, "Wait, we can, yeah, run away."
Run away, yeah. You see, oh, that's a giant rock that I know is ridiculously strong and a gargantuan creature. Like, maybe we should
Well,
just
I was
head
more-
down the mountain.
I was more saying,
No,
like,
but that temple over there looks cool as fuck.
like
well,
in
you
the-
did
in the
say it
temple-
was shelter.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
it was just
Sounds
a
so
invite-
was the tower.
Sounds inviting.
We got-
shelter.
We got the explanation of the
It's
ominous
shelter.
evil feeling.
As soon as you approached it, yes.
Once we got there, but then we were literally between a rock and a hard place, and I hate myself for saying that. No, I really wish True would have met the rock because True loves birds. That would have been an interesting.
I didn't know that.
Try to
Is
tame
that
it.
is that a flavor? Is that a flavor thing or is that a?
Yeah, that's a flavor
Okay.
thing because
Love that.
That is
once
in
my
his
intro gets added, it's like
Love that.
he's a big bird. Well, he stands completely still when he's not moving, so birds sit on him.
Gotcha.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
He
I
doesn't
think-
breathe. He doesn't.
I get it. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm happy you guys like where it's going.
What's your favorite bird?
Yeah, I like the new mechanics that are being dropped in.
You know what? Don't tell me. I'll ask
Oh, yeah.
tomorrow.
I don't know the
Don't-
aviary species of
Don't-
Faerun that well.
Just don't tell me. I'm gonna ask tomorrow. You have a whole night to.
I'm
look it
gonna
up.
have to do a whole. Oh god, this is gonna be another thing taking up space in my brain is bird species of Faerun.
D&D birds.
And you know I'm gonna learn it
Not
if it
monsters.
exists.
Yeah, you'll have to. For True. True has to know the birds. He loves them.
Yeah, dude. If he loves him, he's gotta know him.
I don't think he studied birds. He just liked birds.
Yeah, but which one's your favorite? I mean, even if he just says the
the little
yellow
colorful ones,
Like, even if he just says the little yellow ones.
I like the ones that go chirp.
not the big black ones.
I like the little yellow ones that have the cute
The ones
little
that are
songs.
just
You
tells
know,
me-
I'll-
Wait till he
I'll-
meets the were-ravens.
I mean, he'd probably like them, but they're not his favorite. They're loud.
He likes the little yellow ones that make the cute little
Ravens
songs.
have been pretty nice to you guys in Barovia.
They've been the nicest. They only things that have been nice, actually.
Yeah, and
Morty
you,
was
you
nice.
betrayed
Yeah,
him.
but he's not from Barovia.
No,
he's
he's
just also
not.
here.
I like
He's a
Mordecai.
badass dude, though.
Yeah, I like him.
I'm
got a
I'm
whole
sorry.
book.
Yes,
They
he has
made a
been
whole
nice.
book.
Right.
I took that more as people of Barovia. The crows have been the only nice people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Irina and Ismark was supposed to be nice people, but that didn't
Sorry.
work out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The father, even though he was bad, he was a nice person.
Who killed his son? Or his son was a vampire?
He was
Who we
feeding.
killed.
He was
Yeah.
feeding the missing people to his son.
Yeah, I mean, he was alright, I guess, but Not really.
Which isn't in the book. It doesn't specify that. That's like a flavor thing, added. The book is he's got a vampire son that he's locked up in the basement, and you guys are supposed to find him and then maybe try to cure his son. But I thought missing people in the village,
That makes more sense.
vampire son getting fed in the basement of the church.
I feel like missing people is a normal thing in Barovia. Like, well, Dave up the street went missing. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably.
well, every time one
It's like-
goes, another one's born.
It's like
Once you're-
it's like a shooting in North St. Louis.
Which, you guys, I don't even think any of you have thought about that. Like, once you die in Barovia, your soul gets trapped there,
Yeah.
but another body is born in your place.
So
there, somewhere in Barovia, is the spirit of...
Yeah, but all the adventurers' souls, because I thought it was the way I understood it from the, because I read a little bit of the beginning of the book years ago now, is that it's the Barovians that are like that. Like, they're the ones that get
but
reincarnated.
In mine,
Okay.
everyone. You die there. So the spirits in the parade at the beginning, that was all of the adventurers that have come before you. When you were in the village of Barovia. You see their souls do their parade, and it's a march. You guys never figure out where that goes either.
we never do, or we never.
You
did?
never have. You
That's
guys
a-
didn't follow it.
I feel like it just goes to the castle.
That city sucked. Those people were assholes.
I
Everyone there.
definitely-
True doesn't know that.
Again, this is me speaking as the person that played it. This is not True talking.
I definitely.
True.
I definitely like Velocity
True.
better.
True was in Valaki for I think like
Valaki,
an
yeah.
hour, and then
Were you?
Man, no, I would think that True would have been there a little longer. He
Were we in?
he had to get information on where you guys were.
Oh,
yeah, but
like
he-
without us, he was there.
the way I had
Yeah,
it,
he-
I mean, he might. It was
he
probably
went to the
longer,
tavern,
but he was like walking up to people and going.
Poked around. Have
Very-
you seen this? And they were like, yeah, he was just here with a bunch of other dudes. Well, where are they? It's like, I don't know.
I don't keep tabs
I
on
think they went up
strangers.
the mountain. And then he watched your avalanche, and
Fuck.
he's a robot. Just kind of was like, damn, that must be them. Here they come. Hid off in the bushes, followed you to the barn.
Again, he is not a hider. I don't think. I'm again that would be flavored as.
I think he just stood in the bushes and we didn't notice him because we were
He was
dumb.
talking to a
He
bird.
was just standing there.
He's just standing like he wasn't. Just standing
Just
there.
stand-
He's
Robot.
been in every scene since the avalanche.
Yeah, he was actually in the avalanche
Just hasn't
scene.
said anything.
While you guys are running from the avalanche, it's him
Didn't notice
on
him.
like a Silver Surfer surfboard on the
Like he was
snow.
like frozen.
No, it's like those.
Oh.
He was just
He was like frozen
Yeah,
in
in
the
the
mountain,
ice.
and then when the avalanche came, it broke him free. And then
No,
who is it? Lathander.
no, he
Lathander
came from
popped
somewhere.
the light bulb on. Was like, one of my own just died here. Save him.
Well, because
So Lathander
I don't
really-
even know if
Lathander
Lathander.
really started the avalanche.
I don't know if Lathander would
Nothing to do
even
with
know
us.
that
They're trapped.
they're dead. It would have just been like a, you suddenly lost
Auto.
cell phone service, and it's like, well, this is where he was.
Well, if he
Go find it.
if he was coming for, if he
He showed up for
Rob-
Robin.
yeah, but Robin died right before we went in that barn. Robin died and then we went in the barn.
Yeah.
Well, but it was like a day.
But gods are
Okay.
gods.
Well, I know, but I mean, so he wasn't in a lot of scenes. He was just in. Like,
No, that's just the
He's in
joke.
the-
That's a joke. He was not. He was in town trying to find Robin.
It's funny to.
Well,
it's,
Robin
It's
di-
kind of funny to think he was just like standing outside the barn.
Well, Robin
Like-
Robin died, yes, but the way I have it in my head is True was sent when Robin entered Barovia because they
Okay.
got like a, I'm
So
going
he's
through
really
a tunnel.
Been, he's really been looking
No,
for us.
no, because you have to get into Barovia, so he would have been sent to where Robin was last in Faerun.
Well, I know, but he's really been in Barovia looking for us for a while. Then.
No, again, time stuff is weird on different planes, and
Okay.
God stuff,
Okay.
and also like getting to Barovia probably isn't easy. I wouldn't assume by any metric.
Gods can
Is it-
move in and out.
One cannot simply walk into Barovia.
One can simply just walk
That's
into
what I thought.
Barovia.
It's one cannot simply walk out of Barovia.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's easy to get in.
I mean,
the Hotel
Barovia is a hard
California.
place to find. It's part of Shadowfell, so I mean, if you're in Shadowfell, I guess you can get there. And only certain
Is your
Vistani.
kid smoking?
No.
His head in his mouth like a cigarette. Sorry, I just saw a perplexing thing. We were gonna go truly viral if he was smoking.
Yeah. I was like, I don't even have cigarettes or don't even smoke cigarettes. So I was like, where do you get it from? No, you guys do know that, well, Baron Samedi has told you there's war brewing. And
Yeah.
gods are kind of
Wait, hold on. a second.
pissy right
so
now.
let's say, hypothetically, a war does start, and they send troops into Barovia. Can those troops then not go home?
No. But
But-
you're also talking about,
Wars fought between gods rarely end with like planes being the same.
and you're also talking about, like the
Fair.
the gods are at play on a higher level than Strahd and the Raven Queen, and
So,
I'm not gonna divulge any other ones because you haven't figured them out yet.
well, the Raven Queen would be on the same. The Raven Queen is a god, I thought.
Right? Well,
but Strahd is
but
not
this
a god,
is
correct?
this is
So would
my Raven Queen's before she did all the shit to become a god.
so who's
Oh.
Baron's beef exactly with?
Strahd.
Baron's beef with Strahd. Strahd's hoarding souls of many people from other planes.
Okay, but is it him that's doing that, or is
Faerûn.
it the darkness he was telling us about that's doing that?
The
Little bit
darkness
column
is
A,
the one
little
that gave
column
him the curse.
What?
B. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
It's both. I mean,
Okay.
Strahd
Well, does the okay?
Strahd asked for unlimited power. He
Okay.
took the blood curse by killing his brother,
Okay.
and now the darkness kind of rules his life. His whole existence
And-
is Barovia.
This might
It's a
seem
curse.
a little to downplay Strahd's power, but I don't mean to. But Strahd kind of got shafted if he asked for unlimited power, and they went, you know what, we're gonna make you the vampire thing.
I mean, yeah, he got shafted. But in a way, he didn't. He's the leader of his own land that's cut off from most of the world, and
But I feel
really
like
can't get
just
to it.
making him immortal and then giving him all the powers and not making sunlight give him boo-boos would have been...
well, that's why it's always dark in Barovia.
I know, I'm just saying, like, he kind of got shafted. Like,
He did kind of get shafted.
he got immortality.
But that's
and-
what you get when you
curse,
deal
yeah.
with darkness.
Isn't
Yeah.
there though some kind of classic trope of a vampire
I
where
still-
his desire,
I still want to
Right.
get to a high enough.
What do you
level.
mean?
like his desire
And, like,
is his downfall.
Mother
That's what
two
vampires struggle with. is
fight.
that-
Well,
The
yeah,
darkness.
he's like, it's an
The Mother
all-consuming...
2 ending
Right.
battle
Well, that's more
style
zombie,
fight
but-
the darkness.
Well, I mean, and that's why he has the
Gotta get
curse.
level
He
20.
was in love with a girl and wanted her so bad, and when she didn't want him, it drove him mad. So he
Right, so
built a castle,
his
named it
desire-
after his mom.
Oh
and
my
was
god,
like-
Strahd's an incel.
he was like, I'm gonna build this castle. I'm strong as
Well, he
shit.
kinda
I'm a
seems-
powerful man. I'm
gonna
gonna
be
build this
honest.
castle.
Kind of seems a little Norman Bates.
He's no.
No, because this was all about... He got rejected, and so he just
He
went
didn't get
fucking
rejected.
crazy. He did
He-
get rejected.
Yeah,
He-
she said no.
he-
He said, "I want to have sex."
he
with you."
didn't
She
even-
said no so hard she killed herself.
He liked her, and in his pursuing of her, she fell in love with his brother. That's like him bringing her around. She fell
Yeah.
for the brother,
Yeah,
not him.
she fell for the Chad brother.
The Chad brother.
Listen,
So
I'm
it
gonna
drove
make
him
this
crazy,
work.
and he fucking killed his brother.
Yeah,
I mean, he built a castle, and
He's an emotionally unwell little man-child. Okay.
yeah, he's narcissistic.
Norman Bates. Tell me, it seems a little Norman Bates.
And he was more
Norman
about
Bates,
his
like,
mom.
Had a thing with his
This
mom.
dude named a castle after his mom.
Yeah, but that's
but
a
there's
thing you
nothing with
did.
his mom.
That's a thing you did back in to honor your parents.
I'm just saying.
I can tell you, Kirk had nothing to do with his mother.
The curse.
He's
the curse
after-
thing? I
he's-
didn't think the curse.
He's
thing.
after the woman, not her. Fuck her. The mom died. She's dead.
All right, fuck his mom then. I guess.
You know? he wanted his love.
I feel
and
like that. I feel like there's somewhere in between being infatuated and fucker. Like there's gotta be.
Well, yeah, but Norman Bates is on the far
Yeah,
past the infatuated
sure.
side.
I feel like Strahd probably falls somewhere in between there.
Strahd is more.
And he named a castle after her, so clearly loved her, but not like in a.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Strahd's definitely wasn't that type of weirdo.
I'm just saying.
He's not like the character from The Boys, you know.
Homelander?
Yeah, Homelander. No, he's not creepy like that. Strahd's a little more calculated than I think some of you are giving him credit for.
I don't know, dude. I think Norman Bates was pretty calculated.
I don't know.
You've fallen into every single trap that he's laid.
I don't know if it's really that he's so much smart, as in like he just has an infinite amount of time and power. Like none of his traps are particularly clever. We're kind of dumb.
No, yeah, you guys. Well, true. You guys don't. You guys have yet to ask like, who do these guys look like, or is there something weird about these guys? Or no one really investigates too hard into anything. I've noticed.
No, dude, my intelligence
no one asked
is like
about the
zero,
vampires that you come across. No one's and I'm surprised that even makes it easier for me. But
oh, dude, I saw vampires. They said, "Don't fuck with us," and I said, "All right," and dipped.
Those are special vampires. I really wanted you guys to figure out who they were.
Nope, I wanted to get the hell out of there. Especially after they
That's like
him up.
That's like the dwarf at the beginning. He just dwarf stumbles in with cool shit that I was like, okay, well I'm gonna give him some cool stuff, you know, like this will be exciting. Dwarf comes into the camp and it's like, yeah, fuck you, dwarf, get out of here. No one wants to talk to you.
I don't
See you
know
later.
if you've noticed or not, but we're not people.
Yeah. Maybe start letting the people talk. Who would be your people?
Beppis. I mean, oddly enough, me. True Paladin is a charisma-based class, so I had to put some into it.
I feel like Beppis has the highest charisma.
I have the same charisma. Well, he has a higher number, but I have the same modifier as
people are going to be very interested in True in Barovia.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That toy person would have
this will be the
first
first
time.
time.
Like True and Beppis should do most of the talking.
Oh yeah, are you guys gonna try to get the monkey still?
That's my whole plan.
I wonder where that.
I don't know how long are we gonna be in Barovia. It sounds like we're getting.
We're after a monkey now.
It sounds like we're about to.
You got Dirty Kevin back.
We did get Dirty.
We're going after a monkey.
And I was so sad.
Honestly.
I had Dirty Kevin planned to come back, and only one of you was like, "Cool."
Neither of my characters knew who Dirty Kevin was.
Everyone was like, "I don't give a fuck about Dirty Kevin."
Yeah, everyone was just kind of like, "Cool, we just got out of this fucking castle. Let's here's Dirty Kevin. Cool, let's get out of here."
Great, now it's
Let's
something else
use
we gotta
her and
take
get the
care
fuck
of.
out of here.
What are you talking about, dude? Dekine cried.
That's you were the one person that was like, cool. Everyone else was just like, all right, let's get in. Let's roll.
Sis is dead.
I felt like there should have been like a slow mo, like everyone running out to Dirty Kevin while she like danced in place, and she, but
I don't know. It was kind of a bad situation that we just got out of.
Nah, dude.
Yeah, and like most of the group was crazy.
Yeah,
I think I was the only person that was below exhaustion.
You guys were running a little mad.
I was at Madness Level 1 when we left.
Okay, I was at 1.
Do you guys like that madness thing?
That was cool, yeah.
I like it because it's really hard for me to fail it.
Yeah, me too. That's why I like it.
Well, that's why every time you go back, there's going to be new things about it.
It is interesting because it's actually outside of the realm of things
terrible.
that a paladin will ever be immune to, because at a certain level, my kind of paladin can no longer be charmed or feared.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see.
No, I just mean like those effects can't affect.
Wait, was that charmed the whole
devotion
time?
paladin. No, it was madness,
Oh, okay.
which is a completely.
Okay, I was.
Well,
I mean, and it's his own version of madness
my
too.
own.
It's
I
not.
have a benefit against charmed and
There was like...
Because in one of the books, there's a madness.
I
but
dived
it's
into
confusing.
the book and I was like, but that's boring and too much to explain right in the middle of things. That would have been like, I call you guys and we come over and talk about it beforehand.
Okay.
Mine was just like,
No,
I can
I got
literally do this
just
right here.
Just the way he said it, when he said charmed, I was like, wait, was I supposed
No,
to
that's
roll
what I was
advantage?
saying. Is it's outside of the scope of things.
Okay.
Things in Barovia don't charm. Things in Barovia
Yes, they
drive
do.
you...
Vampires are all about charm.
But things in Barovia drive you mad.
Because I advantage against charmed and frightened,
Strahd is playing
which I thought
minds.
frightened would come in handy a lot more than it has, but nothing has tried to scare us.
again, we haven't.
What do you mean?
We've
The whole
fought.
place is scary.
Well,
like,
no, but mechanically.
Yeah, mechanically, nothing has tried to scare us.
There's a difference
Yeah.
between being
I
scared of
haven't
something
used
and
that stuff
frightened.
yet.
Yeah.
I haven't used that. I didn't know how.
Well, I got a benefit against
I mean,
it.
I
because
killed
like,
2 people.
We're definitely gonna get scared.
And then I was like,
Nothing is
I
scary
don't want to
because
kill
it
more
is.
people. Like, I really felt bad killing people because I've been playing with our other group, and no
Well,
one's died in years.
That's true.
Yeah,
like that's a
I've
choice, though.
But my
That's kind of a
character,
choice I think
my
people make.
character is like special. Well, I thought I died a couple sessions ago, and I
I
almost.
was gonna
cried.
say we've died.
I almost like
6
lost it.
times in the past
I was
few
sitting over
sessions,
in this spot exactly, like fuming, like,
And it was
dude,
all my fault.
I was like,
Really?
I was just like, dude, my fucking character just died. I was like, Elroy just died. Like, holy.
Mitchell.
I was like, holy
What
fuck.
the hell,
Like,
dude?
what am I gonna do? I
He
was like,
started an insult war with.
the people of Halloween Town. And
It's
then
a
they just
thing.
fucked this up, you know?
They said.
That's a whole nother conversation.
They
Elroy
said.
did die.
We're
We're
in
stuck
like
in a
Groundhog
Groundhog Day
Day.
situation. We're in the Feywild, and every time we die, we come back to life.
They said.
And then we relive the
Stop fucking
same,
laughing
like,
about that. That's
we
hilarious.
They
wake up
said
and the same
that
thing
they
You
didn't
have
happens.
like
to figure out
Christmas
basically.
Town.
That's
Yeah,
kind
we
of
they
gotta
had
figure out
bad
how to
blood.
get out of it.
And I
No,
said,
we've been told how to get out of it.
wasn't
Well,
it you guys that
but we're trying to
kidnapped
get
Santa
shit.
Claus?
It's just
And they said,
where we are. Halloween is every day, and
Really, motherfucker.
dying is kind of transitive because I don't know. Feywild's confusing in Dominic's setting.
I almost lost it, though, when my character died. I was literally...
Well, when you
I was like,
died,
I've had my
I was like, oh my
character
God, what did
for
I do?
years, and then he comes in and is only in for a couple sessions and gets my character like killed in an interaction that we didn't even need to be in.
yeah, thanks
I
for
was-
moving in, Mitchell.
I was like,
you're the one that invited me.
I was like,
You live
fuming.
here. What am I gonna do? No, you can't. What are we gonna do? No, you can't come down to the basement for 3 hours on Monday.
I don't come down to the basement besides those.
Your Nintendo is in there.
That's true.
Yeah, but yeah, I felt really bad killing people because I didn't expect me as a DM to kill someone this early.
I'm pretty sure I'm trading that Nintendo for a PS1 and chainmail.
Oh, wait. Like the original D&D chainmail, or like?
No, like an actual like.
Set of
Oh,
chains.
like a set of
like
chain.
yeah.
Oh, you can finally go out prepared.
It'll be your elven armor that you have to wear every
I just have to wear it every session.
Sunday.
I'm just fucking sweating my balls off.
Waited down.
You have to. I thought about
I'm
starting
committing
to.
to the robe.
Shit, I'll get my plate from home. I'll bring. Someone will have to wear that.
I wear plate. Oh god, no, I don't.
Guys,
It's
start
not.
dressing.
It's not big enough for you.
don't
No
know.
offense, but I
No,
built
I
it when I
mean-
was 14. It's not big enough for you.
I mean, I'm taller and broader than you.
So
And I'm
yeah, what are you guys' thoughts? You get to leave Barovia for the first time.
So this is interesting. I don't know, because it's been heavily implied that we can't come back.
Yeah.
No, his deal is the only one he can save in a bad situation is if you gave the blood.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought it was he could
So it's like
only
a beam me
bring...
out kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I can send all of you, but since Beppis is the only one that entrusts me and, took my power, he's the only one I can pull out in a shitty situation.
That's not even a thing that True could do either.
No, but that's not something you could do at all either way.
Some oil.
I mean, Lathander's not going to be too happy if you
I
side
don't
with...
worship Lathander.
Oh, you don't? Oh, you're paid.
No, I was created to enact a service
So he was
for
built by
Lathander. No, I was built by Primus, who is the Lord of... Again,
Primus
all of
sucks.
this comes in the intro that I recorded that hasn't been... But he was created by Primus, who
Primus
is
sucks.
not that Primus, different Primus, who is the Lord of Mechanus, which is the plane of law, which is where the Modron come from, and it's all like mechanical. Like the whole thing is clockwork.
Well, yeah, I assume.
And then
It's kind of like the dwarven robots on Skyrim. I assume.
yeah, kind of that, like pneumatic and stuff like that. Yeah, and then like
A bunch of.
he and his ilk
Genuine pressure.
are like bartering chips that Primus uses for like, here you go. Here's one of these for helping me with this.
And again, Primus sucks.
Again, different Primus.
No, dude, I'm still gonna imagine that it's Les Claypool building you.
No, it's a giant metal guy who, like, his depictions are interesting. He doesn't really have a bottom half.
Wait, so he's a robot?
He's a god of order. Well, law, but order.
Law and Order?
SVU.
Like the show.
He is Dick Wolf.
Every time he creates a new Warforged. Doom doom.
I actually hear that every time that we cut scenes. Chunk.
Yeah, do you,
This should be the background of your intro. Dum, dum, bing, bing, bing.
do you guys like the
We're not ready
idea
for that
of Shadowfell being opened up?
It's gonna be pretty interesting.
I don't
Feels
know.
like a trick question.
Shadowfell feels like it's kind of also going... I mean, it
Well,
seems interesting from a player perspective, but it kind of seems like our characters are going to stay in the same kind of...
It's
Well, everything is kind of awful.
What's the land of the dead? Well, City of the Dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say Shadowfell is just like
Shadowfell is like the land of the dead. Right?
well,
No.
so the way that it works, at least in
okay,
like
so is it like? So Shadowfell is like the Disney World,
No.
no.
right?
So the way that it works is
And Barovia
Some-
is just like
bullshit that happened at the ordering of the universe created the Feywild and Shadowfell, which are reflections of the material plane. So like the Feywild is like all about nature and the Fey and
Pretty stuff.
fairies, and so like where you'll have cities, you'll have giant groves of trees and stuff. The Shadowfell is the opposite of that. It's like it's lifeless.
yeah,
It's
but
not so much dead.
But
as
it's essentially like the whole.
it's the material plane.
It's the whole kit and caboodle, right?
Mhm.
And then, like I said, it's Disney World, and then like Barovia is just what's the place?
A park.
with like Autopia in it. With
Well,
the-
I know
with
the
ball.
universe. I know the Universal
Epcot.
studio.
Epcot,
So
yeah. So we were just in Epcot, and
Kinda.
now we're going to like the Star Wars place.
Again, those are all way too happy, but yes.
Well, I'm just like saying, okay, the whole thing is New York City, and we were just in Manhattan,
Yes.
and we're going to the Bronx now.
Kind of, yes. Yeah. Except, I don't know how you have it, but like,
My
Barovia is more
Shadowfell-
partitioned off than like
So,
the City of the Dead would be, than Evernight.
so yeah,
Okay.
you know, you have Faerun, and it's the same shape, Shadowfell pretty
Yeah.
much. And where Neverwinter is, there's Evernight, which is a almost exact replica, but instead of being a giant city that's lively like Neverwinter,
It's all torn down
all
and shit.
dead and, you know, decrepit, and you don't want to be there. But Shadowfell as a whole, and my Shadowfell is, I have it sectioned off, and each area is controlled by a big baddie. And all the big baddies are getting ready to start going to war and fight
Against
each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
Baron,
like we just need the GTFO.
Yeah.
Or
and
or-
you guys kind of are
or-
caught in the middle of it.
Or
Yeah.
get this. We can make some popcorn and watch.
I don't like being on planes when they're destroyed. Just a personal
Planes.
take.
So basically, this is going to be. There's a couple of big baddies that are making power grabs for land in Shadowfell.
I feel like we need to find a planeswalker.
Some gods are mad. Baron
Wrong
specifically is one of the gods that are pretty upset. They're kind of done.
Do you mean
A
that
couple
in the sense that
important
they're not
souls
in
are
D&D?
trapped in
Or
Barovia
they wouldn't be able to help?
that shouldn't have.
First one.
Okay.
That's a magic thing.
Okay. Well, I thought planeswalker was like a
Baron's the clear
just
choice
a
to side with.
fantasy thing in general.
What?
I didn't know it
Like
was just
Baron
magic.
is
Well,
right now
in
the,
name.
the clear
Okay.
choice.
There
for
are
sure.
people who can, well...
Baron's the friendly choice.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
He's
that's-
not.
jump
He's
from
an
the next
ally.
We can talk about this.
okay.
But I mean, in the
I
sense
feel like it's
of
good for the podcast.
the war, you guys still can choose sides. You know.
But
You know,
we're still little babies. I feel like
only
are-
one of
we
you
are
have
little
sided
babies.
with Baron,
I,
but
I feel like we're
there's also
still
other
little
sides.
babies, and like getting
Well, I
into
mean,
a conflict
I
on
wouldn't
God
say
level would be like, yeah, I can't do much.
too late.
We're almost
Two-
at level 5.
Too late.
Yeah, but like so D&D is like the level ranges are a lot of times thought about in like scale, like of how heroic you can be, and I think it's 1 to 5 is local hero, and then like 5 to 10 is like
Yeah, well, I mean, we're
big city, and then
we're
like
we're like on 5, so we're like on that like flipping point to where we're gonna be a little bit more powerful than we were.
Yeah, but like to.
Like, we're still not gonna be big scale. I mean,
I'm just saying to like square off against like god level shit. Like
Oh,
you're
I'm
looking
not
like
even-
17.
not even thinking about fighting a god. Not
No,
even,
you guys aren't going to be the ones fighting gods, but
no, gods are fighting gods.
Baron's definitely using you guys as, I
Fodder?
guess, not even fodder, but inside men almost. You know, he's getting
Spots.
information.
Useful
by,
idiots.
He's getting you. You
I don't
guys
think
are
we can
giving him
spy.
information.
But
He
we're spying
sees
by
everything
not
you
knowing
do
that we're spies.
through Beppis.
He's smarter than we are.
I don't know.
Who? Baron? Baron is definitely smarter than you guys.
Oh yeah.
He's a god. He knows all.
He's honestly one of the cool guys.
Yeah, dude, you're smart, but you're only.
But
level
you could
4
all just decide to be badasses and fucking side with somebody else. But we
No, I
still.
think Baron is the clear side.
That's
I mean,
another
just for
thing
the-
is you guys got to
like,
figure
for the
Well, I
out
feel like-
goal.
who all's fighting and.
I feel like if now that we're in Shadowfell, we can perhaps get in touch with the other gods, see what their whole spiel is.
Who's
You know,
the god of?
I mean,
the
you
dead
don't
and
you don't
sinning?
choose the
You're-
wheel company that wants to sponsor you first.
You don't contact gods.
I'm just saying, Baron is seems to
Who's
have
the
a good
god
common
of
goal.
death in you?
No. I'm not saying that we're gonna go like out of our way like
Uh,
trying to hit up gods, but I'm just
It's-
saying
I see what
like
you're
Just
saying.
the
Just
god
play
of
field.
yeah.
That's the Raven
I
Queen
agree.
in the
I mean,
regular.
if there's somebody that can do
no,
something
then
better, but
I
I
Baron
changed it
approached
to-
us. So the odds that another god might.
I mean, if you well, so in Faerun it's Sirith.
He's one of the big baddies.
I don't have that
that
back.
control
We're obviously
everything.
making
Oh,
our
God.
we're obviously making our
That
names
guy.
known somehow.
Oh yeah,
Th-
definitely.
I can
know
tell you
right
that
here.
this is one of the big baddies that control land in Shadowfell.
Marcus is.
I
Yeah.
like him.
He's a
demon.
dick. Yeah, he's a dick.
Wait, no.
I
the
can
Raven
say
Queen
that
is from 40.
He is on the same side as Strahd.
Well, no, I can tell.
Yeah, I can tell that. I can tell that.
I'm not saying I like him
lot
as a
of information.
person.
He's a dick.
I just like him.
You guys should know about him already through
Like
the
in-game?
teleportation circle. Baron had given you clues to two
Okay.
big baddies.
Okay.
One being the Raven Queen, and then the other being
Kelemvor.
Kelmfor.
That's the Forgotten Realms one. Raven Queen is from 40.
Yeah, she's later. This is my Raven
No,
Queen.
she's just different universe.
My
So
Raven
what is
Queen
he-
isn't
what-
a god
What
yet.
is he in charge of?
I'm not gonna. It's
We
on
have the thing.
You have the thing.
Okay.
If you
I
wanna
thought you
know.
meant in like, and I was like, he's in
No,
charge.
I meant in our.
Yeah. He's in
Yeah.
charge of one of the
one
infinite
of the
levels of
areas.
this.
I've like broken it up into like
Yeah, there's like 6 different places, right?
there's like a giant game of Risk going on in Shadowfell, and you guys just happen to be the pawns in Strahd's Barovia at the time that
I
Baron could influence and gain. You guys are. I mean, you guys just went to the castle. You got information on Strahd.
You got a lot of info.
Baron sees everything
We
you
get
guys are doing.
stronger using this apparatus, and then we go back to Barovia and punch everybody that was mean to us right in the dick.
I agree.
What apparatus?
The ability to travel around, we get stronger in not Barovia, and then we come back like sweet badasses. And
This next session is going to be pretty.
Yeah, I really don't want to go
pretty
back
big.
until we're at least level 7. If we can help it.
Oh no, you guys are coming right back.
I feel like because I said that out loud, we're gonna have to go right back.
No, I mean you guys. I mean, if you could try to run, but Baron's,
No, not trying to
Baron's
run.
bringing back
I'm not trying
the
to run.
VIP
I'm
and
just trying
Beppis.
to take a long time to do what we need to do.
You don't want to stay in Evernight very long.
listen, if it's a
there's-
horde mode, we can get a lot of XP.
It's not a horde mode. It's
Just funnel them all into a.
I've created my
Dude,
own
I'm here
mechanic.
to farm, okay?
Yeah.
Some new mechanics. for
Farming
next
boars.
session. Actually, two sets of new mechanics. New. Yeah, I'm not
We're
going to
gonna go
divulge
there.
them until
We're gonna
tomorrow.
farm deer.
I don't want to.
Just level.
Let's talk about the things we can't talk about.
Just level 3
Yeah.
deer.
Right.
Tune in tomorrow to see my new mechanics that I'm adding. They're gonna be fun.
Is it gonna involve
spent a lot
farming
of time
level
on
5
them.
deer?
What?
I want to farm level 5 deer.
You can farm twiddling your
Fine.
thumbs on your way to pick up the VIP.
Do you remember that thing we found in Mark's campaign where we could hit a button and it would meteor strike a room full of things?
Oh
And
yeah,
we were just sitting there. And
burning shit.
oh, it was so funny. We were like, hey, we could get to level 20 doing this.
start getting stronger every time you push it. You're just like, yes, this is great.
Well,
It's like the morphine button. You're just like, yes, yes, XP, XP.
it was an interesting interaction between
Double XP
Leoman's tiny hut, a button, and another button that were supposed to kill us. And then we got told we're not allowed to do it.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty
I
understandable.
like how we just had John Wick up here the whole time.
What's fun with getting to level 20 super quick, you know?
It's all about the journey, right?
Yeah.
You say that now, but when we were doing that, you were 100%.
When I skipped from level 7 to level 11 by pulling that Deck of Many Things card in our campaign, the other one, I do have to say I loved it.
I do have to.
Now my character is like 4 or 5 levels stronger than everyone else.
When he pulled out that deck of cards that night, I walked upstairs just laughing my ass off.
Yeah, and all 3 of us took something, and all 3 of us got
20
positives.
feet in D&D.
We got lucky. We got real lucky with that. But
You should bring out a deck of many things.
I almost
This might come in handy when
gave
we have to climb. We can just put the next
him the Deck of Many Things.
No.
Oh my god.
But I decided not to do that to you
Same thing as
guys.
Grog.
Oh yeah, Grog and
It's the same
Critical
thing as
Role.
Grog.
Yeah, I was gonna give him the
That
Deck
would
of
be the
Many
same
Things.
exact thing.
He was
Just,
gonna like find
you want
it.
one? Just giving it out to people and just pulling
Yeah.
it himself.
Yeah, because it's like a random deck.
Didn't
full
he?
of
I
cards.
know
Didn't he kill
what it
somebody
is.
with that in
Well,
the
there's just
in
so
that
many
campaign?
cool things. You know, you could pull a
He made a
card
guy
and
red-
a
he gave a guy
demon
the
comes out of a
wish.
portal and
Oh,
it just
that's right.
chases
You
you
get the
for
guy
all
with the
time.
counts?
Everywhere you
Maybe
go,
I'll
the
do something
demon's
else.
like hunting you and finding
He got
you.
a
And,
servant.
then there's
and
cards
everything
that just let you
died
skip
eventually,
levels,
like
and then
a-
there's cards in it that just like give you wishes, and then there's cards that just kill you, just death. Okay, bye.
And there's cards that just reduce your level by 3.
Big oof.
I'm just level 1
I got
again.
lucky with an XP boost to get me boosted on it, but it was a risk. It's a chance. That's a really interesting item.
There are suggestions online for how to control the absolute chaos that is.
Yeah, I watched Matt Coble has a good video.
I think it was him that I saw.
That's a
Also,
really
if
good
you ever
video.
do want to do it, we should definitely go in on getting the actual deck of many, like the animated deck of
The
many.
holographic ones, yeah, I want those so bad. Just to have them too, you know. There's a really cool.
Not sponsored,
So-
but those cards are dope.
Yeah, definitely.
So I just found out that this is
What, they
exactly
could?
20 feet in D&D.
your
So we can use this for like when we have to climb shit.
I guess we do have razors.
Yeah, no. But, like,
Risers.
when we have to get on there,
Razors,
like we know.
razors. They're razors in my world. Damn it!
I had a question
I make the
about
rules. No.
something similar to that. You keep. Is it in your Barovia the Vistani are the people of Barovia? Because Barovians and Vistani are different.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I just mean when we've played, you've talked about the Vistani, and
A
then
lot.
I ask, and I'm like, and you're like, yeah, they're all over, and I'm like, but they're not.
Yeah, but where you guys go, they are. That's the key for you guys to know that Vasani aren't
Sorry.
very nice people. A lot of them are under direct control of Strahd.
Oh, okay. So there is
These-
a large contingent of the population that looks entirely different.
They sort of everyone kind of dresses the
Well,
same.
no, but they're
They
more
look
color.
yeah.
They're like they are not soulless assholes.
Yes, you know, there's like the street poor, and then there's like the Vistani, and then there's like normal people, but
Well, because
they all kind of dress in the same
the
garb.
Vistani are like just like I always think of if you've read The Name of the Wind. Oh, it's a really good book series. Patrick Rothfuss. He's in. He does a bunch of D&D stuff, but they have these things called the Ademaru, which are traveling performers basically, and they get a bad rap because everybody thinks they're thieves, but really they're just traveling performers.
Yeah, they're kind of
And they're very colorful and loud and.
they're like the fortune teller that you guys met at the beginning.
Oh yeah, I wasn't there for that.
Oh yeah.
Well, in meta you were, weren't you?
No, that was when I was out with my ear thing, my ear infection.
Yeah, so
It was when I was crying on a couch.
there's Barovians, and then there's Vistani, and a lot of the Vistani are under direct influence of Strahd. He's, their hero. They look up to him. he allows some of them to come and go from Barovia.
Well, yeah, that was the thing, because, like, we talk about leaving a lot, and everybody acts like you can't, but it's like, but they can.
They can, but there's a reason they can.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how, that's one of the ways Strahd gets people into Barovia, is sending Vistani out, and then they friend up with people, and hey, you know, like, come back to our place, you know, you can make a lot of money, and once you get to Barovia, you're stuck, and then, you know, you're just one of the souls trapped there.
You know, I was just confused
So
because it's
that's
for a minute you were
probably why
using
the
them
people of Barovia
interchangeably.
don't like
and
them.
I didn't-
No, yeah, they're, so like the townspeople you see just running around, those are Barovians, but a lot of the people that are in the taverns and
Okay, that's
spies, Vistani.
Okay. That makes sense.
There's a difference. You can ask and I'll tell you.
Okay, so now I'm going to start asking about Vistani.
Yeah, definitely. Start asking me about characters that you meet. Definitely ask more questions because you guys are lacking on that
I
side.
feel like we're getting scolded.
Oh yeah, this is a scold session.
Okay.
I feel like too, there's a certain point where it's like,
I'll turn my. I'll turn
it's
my
always
homework
like,
in
yeah,
tomorrow.
what about this? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, you do
That's
say
also-
that a
that's
lot,
another
and it's
thing,
very
too.
discouraging.
Yeah, it's like, eventually it almost just makes you want to play without asking questions, because I mean, when we do ask questions, then sometimes there's just a sense of like, I'm not going to find out, and I'm not supposed to find out. I'm supposed to find out in this other way.
So you
by
guys,
just playing.
yeah. Well, and then there's also things like, do these vampires look the same? Are these dressed the same? Do they have the same red glare in their eyes?
Yeah, but I don't
ask
care about stuff
things.
like
You don't. But maybe, you know.
Well, there
Some
was a
looking.
certain
Someone with
point
more
in
intelligence
the
should probably
town
do these
of Barovia.
The kind says, yeah, I'm not the one.
There was a certain
I'm
point in
supposed
the
to be
town
asking
of
all the
Barovia
questions.
where I wrote
I have
everybody
some
off as
talking
an
over
asshole. It was
I
like,
have
questions.
fuck everyone in this town.
I have a 0
That's
in intelligence.
great.
I should not be asking questions.
If you guys are leaving
That's
towns
actually
like, holy
average
shit, I do
intelligence.
not like the people here, then that's exactly the setting that.
We left it
Barovia
originally,
is-
and Robin thought everyone there was an asshole, and then we went back, and it was filled with church-going people, and he still thought everyone was an asshole.
Those aren't normal church-going people, I can tell you that.
Yeah, that was a cult, remember?
Yeah, they were cold. For sure.
Well, yeah, but they
That's some
claim to worship the Morning Lord, which
That
is
was
what
that was some Jonestown
Lathander
shit
is
going on.
called.
It was a different symbol than what yours was, though.
Yeah, but I mean, oh god, there's a lot of lore about Lathander and a Minotaur and
Minotaurs?
No, a Minotaur. I don't know how to actually pronounce his name. He's an old elven god that at some point died, and Lathander might be part of. I don't know. The lore is really confusing, and I don't quite understand it because I wasn't playing any D&D at the time that this happened. It's apparently in a books. Who has time to read?
But yeah, do you think we should go check out what's going on there at some point
Where?
with the cult?
That's a later thing.
Oh, for sure. Obviously not right now. We're on a boat. But
I don't know. There were a lot of
Wait a
them.
minute.
You guys are in a cart,
Again,
leaving Ravenloft.
okay,
there was
I'm drunk.
a lot.
Who's driving?
I thought I was driving.
No, we specifically
I'm
said not you.
driving, and Beppis is right next to
Weren't you the one that wrecked the cart at the beginning?
me. Yeah, so you're in the trunk.
God.
You were voted off the island. Weren't you on top?
You're strapped to
Remembering,
the top.
Oh, yeah.
We got you tied down
remembering those first couple sessions, it's kind of wild. All that stuff that went down.
Feels like a long time ago.
to the top.
I like
does.
I just, one of my favorite scenes from the first couple episodes was the haunted house, and Sai and Dekayan are on the front porch
Yeah.
while everyone inside is getting
They're
attacked.
outside just like twirling it.
They're just like, hey man, you like this weather? Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
That
we're
was
inside
kinda
like
natural, that
This
was
house
kinda
is pretty scary,
how that
man.
all
I can't
happens.
believe they're inside.
Yeah, I mean,
fuck them, they'll be alright. They'll come out eventually, or not.
I feel like that was great foreshadowing for a lot of the rest of this campaign so
totally
far.
true. Oh,
You
totally.
know, it kind of worked out that really well that way, you know. And yeah, the first spooky instance, two characters are like, yeah, I'm good.
I'm not gonna go in there. I think.
Has Sai talked anymore since yelling at?
I don't think he's talked since we got in the
No.
clearing.
He did
No.
things so that because True is like actually concerned about his health,
yeah.
but he did do things that weren't like indicative of him being in Bane or in.
Well, and for you characters, you guys were in the castle.
Yeah, and I plan to actually acknowledge your character, but I didn't know. That's why I was asking about if you could tell if you were obviously a robot.
Yeah, he's oh God, let me see. I brought his. Let me see if I can find the Warforged picture from Eberron.
That I almost feel like even before. I don't want to say. I'm just gonna say we're all changing, whatever. But I kind of just felt like giving into Barovia in certain ways.
Yeah, I mean
this is like your bog standard Warforged.
That makes me happy because that's kind of what I wanted. At
pretty
first, I
real.
was gonna play Strahd as like a guy who's like fucking Palpatine, who's slowly twisting the party to his favor, and kind of playing head games and puppet master with you guys. And that's kind of what Barovia is going to do, is drive you mad, drive you to the darkness. You guys are going to do things like eat children that you normally wouldn't do.
There was almost a sense of just giving up, even trying to figure out if I can stay,
save the children.
If I can stay there and be fine, then why not do that?
Hashtag do it for the sweet rolls.
It seems like a better way to just go out and then rather than
Yeah, I feel like
solving the way to get out of Barovia.
Well, plus, I mean, and go like letting that madness or darkness take over could be a fun role-playing situation.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, there's that too.
Which
kinda
we kind
feel
of
like
went that
the
way
whole
in our
time we've
campaign,
been
but
there,
now I
we've
guess I
been
kind of
kind
switched
of-
that all around.
it's almost been like a non-reality, but it is reality since we've been there. Almost like when you're on hallucinogenic drugs and nothing really makes sense, but it does because it's happening. I feel like the playing with our minds and stuff and us going mad is just us rationalizing with the reality that is a new reality, and we've just been dealing with it for so long that now negative things seem average.
I just
being desensitized to it.
Yeah, Well, I mean, just our characters too, because we've been in such darkness for so long that now things that were seemed good and negative have shifted, so that more negative things seem acceptable.
Right.
Because good things don't happen.
Yeah, it's like the grimdark
Yeah.
world where you don't see good people because everything is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're starting to do bad things because it doesn't compared to what we've fucking seen, that doesn't seem that bad.
Well, and the honeymoon phase is kind of wearing off, where this doesn't feel like a vacation that we're just a shitty vacation that we're coming back from. It's oh fuck, this is a thing we're gonna have to deal with for a long time.
Well, now you guys get a little travel experience. You guys are gonna
Get a dope
stretch your legs.
Wait, we haven't been able to stretch the whole time we've been. No wonder we're pissed all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I would say you guys got a good stretch at Mordenkainen's mansion.
We just got cramped legs the whole time we're in Barovia. That's why we're pissed. That's why everyone in Barovia is pissed.
But now you guys have
very little potassium.
It's been a while since you've been at the mansion, so
it's just such little leg room here. I don't get
that
it.
darkness is kind of nipping at your tails.
Every booth.
Which
is
is
too
another
close.
thing that I have to figure out too, is with True being there and him being a robot.
I mean, you still die.
Not death, but how will I affect True mentally?
He's still a. So he's not a robot in that he has actual computer programming. It's
right, but
it's like magic, so you could affect that.
But the things that are in Barovia that are kind of negatively affecting you guys are visions.
Well,
after a while of being there and not getting enough rest, you guys are getting tired mentally, and then that starts giving you visions of crazy shit from your past. White beings chasing you through or dark beings chasing you through your house, and a white being coming in and taking you to another place. Or Sis had many visions. I even Ren's had a couple visions.
They kind of had a lot of visions too.
So
again, I'm drawing a lot of inspiration from it, but episodes that heavily feature Data in Star Trek are very good. What you can do to fuck with somebody who is not biologically programmed.
Well, see, what I was thinking is Strahd's just gonna have to get his own robot, and then it's gonna be
Isn't there already like a robot thing chilling around somewhere?
There's an artifact that you're supposed to be looking for the toy maker.
Yeah, but didn't he say it was like
that
a
how we get the
mechanical
monkey?
thing?
It is a mechanical
Is
thing.
that how we get the monkey?
Yeah. What if we show him me and he's like, hey, this guy's better?
And then he gives us the monkey.
Are we
then we're
gonna,
gonna have to
are we
give
gonna
you up for it.
trade?
Well, yeah, but then
True?
we can just kill him. Well, the important thing is we
I don't
get the
want to kill
monkey.
True.
You're gonna kill the
No, not me.
You're gonna kill the toy shop owner?
I didn't say that out loud.
Well, then who's gonna make all the toys for the children in Barovia?
Yeah, they don't need it. There's plenty in that building.
Yeah,
Very
let's let the darkness
convinced
eat some more.
that I should've
darkness.
Hey,
Yes,
listen,
romancer
clearly his
in this
business
Have a
campaign.
robot.
clearly his
We don't need a
business isn't
person to-
doing awesome. That toy shop was full.
You see, like you guys are talking
That's
about,
true.
giving into the darkness, but no one's ever thought about bringing some brightness.
Listen, this is not, again, my character speaking.
I'm trying to be the only good character in
That's
the
what I'm
damn
saying,
party,
we
and it's
have-
really fucking hard.
we
Okay?
have- listen, we have a robot.
Lawful is the way
If
that
anything,
he is.
to
He
build
is- he
toys for
follows
kids.
his tenets.
That was good. I mean,
It's not new.
True's
Think
job
about
is just busting out toys at the shop.
I was about to say, think about that. We have a
He is
robot.
not dexterously inclined, nor
Yeah.
does he know many.
Okay,
Actually, he is proficient in
But think about it, dude. If
tools.
we have a robot, we've just completely skipped the assembly line portion of the industrial boom and moved right to robots.
I'm not a robot in like the robots. He's like a magic.
But you don't have to sleep ever. You
Well, I
can
do have to
just
power.
build toys.
He has to power down
Okay.
for 6 hours every night. He has to go into like an inert state where all he can do is
6
watch.
hours of not building toys, perfect. The other, 18 hours? Robots.
I think what
Building
Dakine is
toys.
failing to know is that
Do you know any other robots?
he is a robot on a mission.
First
Do
of
you know
all,
any
that
other
question is straight up racist. Second of all,
Yeah, like all robots know each other.
but also yes.
Call one of them.
Again, there's a structure and a hierarchy. I was created by the god
there's-
of order.
You have to have a dexterous friend. Call that dude up.
Again, this is there's a hierarchy. There's a chain of command.
Okay, well, tell them we need a dexterous robot. Don't explain why.
I can use Tinker's tools.
Boom. We don't need.
I'm not
but
gonna make toys. That's not my job.
That's what I'm saying. I want to still hang out with you. We need another robot to build the toys.
Yeah, but they
So
all
we
have
can build a
jobs
toy maker.
too. This is a very efficient creator being that only creates things for efficiency purposes.
What if we kill the toy maker? Then we need a toy building robot.
But you're this is
Why are we killing another main character?
Shh. If we kill him,
Because
I mean,
Grand
again.
Theft Auto-
He wouldn't. True wouldn't kill him.
no, we're giving True to him and then killing him to get True back. After
No.
we receive the monkey.
Hard
But
no.
logically,
I'm a real.
we could just kill
I'm
him
a
and steal the
real
monkey.
person. I'm not a human.
Or-
I'm a
I
real
think we're gonna
person.
stay away from the toy shop for a long time.
wild assumption that maybe you could just find the artifact and no one has to die, and you still get the monkey.
We could probably find some cool shit with the artifact too.
Yeah, but I thought we were on like a time limit to find this thing.
Yeah,
No.
you don't- no. He just said bring the artifact to me whenever you find it.
I thought he gave us like
it's not like he's
That was
leaving.
a 3 days. We were supposed to come back at midnight. 3 days. I
Well,
don't
and then
know
the
what's
other
going
thing was there were some
You made it
dolls
back.
requisitioned.
yeah.
Well, and there's also
Didn't we have a doll made?
And Irina don't.
There were Robin had a
Specifically.
completely blank doll made.
Do we still
I
need
do
that?
remember that.
Robin.
I mean,
guess
you still
gone.
paid for it.
Realistically, we could
Well,
use
yeah,
it.
it's not
Can we
made
do?
yet.
Can we do like nightly?
No,
training?
it would be made now.
Can we make that
But
like
Robin
a
wouldn't.
thing?
You guys haven't picked it up yet.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But can we do nightly training?
With what? What do you mean?
For what?
The faceless robot.
No, it's
Or
not
the-
a robot. It's a doll.
The faceless doll. I'm sorry.
It's a.
I
it's
know.
an
doll.
I
inner-
know. I know. I'm
Again,
sorry.
you're treading on very, very anti-mechanical rhetoric that I've heard for years, and I do not appreciate.
okay,
No,
but
it's just a doll.
I know. But can we not use it as a sparring
No.
target?
The Irina doll.
It's like a doll.
No,
Because he's
who's
not-
who's
the guy
to
outside,
say
all right,
all of
motherfucker,
the dolls
we're going-
are just dolls?
I didn't know it was tiny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they are.
It's a
tiny.
kid's doll.
They're dolls. They're
He
toys.
sells children's dolls.
Well, he can use it for target practice.
Why?
Why not?
Because it's Robin's, and I think True would retrieve it because he has to retrieve things of Robin's.
But this is just, the classic case of D&D party wanting to do everything chaotically.
No, this is a classic case of
No,
me as a person indulging his psychopathy.
I just thought we could do like training as like a team.
Oh, like team building exercises?
Yeah.
Well, that's what
And
the whole adventure is.
I
That's
just
literally all.
well,
we
yeah,
do.
but I'm just saying, like, before we go to bed, like, to keep our chops up,
What's
He
that?
takes a couple shots, I'd, like...
At the again the children's doll.
I thought it was a full-size doll. I apologize. The fact that we have a tiny Irina doll is even more
It's not like
creepy.
the doll in your room. It's like
See, I thought it was like that.
You mean that one with the
No
weird
wonder
one
you
with
want to
the
get
holes in the
extra
mouth?
training exercises in.
Yeah, the weird one.
The weird one that you gotta like blow up?
Uh-huh.
yeah.
No, dude, he got a new model.
I was wondering what that was.
It's not a raft. You keep saying it's a raft. It's not a raft.
Yeah, we get a lot of flooding around
I'm
here.
gonna be honest, it's not a pool floaty. I know I told you it was a pool floaty. It's not a pool floaty.
I thought the way you were laying on it was weird.
Could you imagine if you took one of those to, like, Raging Rivers?
He's got the bush shorts on. She's got shorts on, too. You're like, what do you want me to do?
If you hit that shit,
It's right in my fucking way, dude. What do you want me to do?
We could,
You're like out in the
probably
paint,
put it
just
up
on
on the...
top.
we are going to fight.
It was there for looks.
Fuck.
There you go. It's a nice, pretty
That's
pirate
pretty
ship.
Now you're gonna hit it. And now we're gonna
See
have
how
to
it
fight.
So, yeah. So, you guys have any other characters in Barovia you like? Any NPCs that have stood out?
They're all assholes.
They're all assholes.
Dr. Terminus was interesting, but I feel like,
Dr. Terminus was interesting.
Was
Well,
he
that
supposed
was-
to help anything?
That
really?
was before Barovia, right? Dr.
It
Terminus?
was. That was my only conundrum is I made him.
Does he just travel though?
He does travel, and my whole thing was
If he's selling...
in Faerun, there's a Dr. Terminus in every city, but it's a Nurse Joy officer
I was about to say, is it like Nurse Joy?
Jenny situation. They all look the same, but they're slightly different. Oh, that's my cousin. And, oh, that's my sister. And,
See, I was thinking it would be hilarious if it was like that episode of Avatar where it's like, no, that's my brother. He wears the hat.
yeah. Oh, yeah, and he just switches
He's just
the hat.
the same person.
Yeah, he just comes out in a slightly different outfit.
Well, I mean, if he's like a traveling dude, I don't know how you're writing him, but I mean, maybe Strahd's cool with him coming in and selling addictive,
Herbs and
Yeah.
I don't know. He'd be
spices.
muscling in on the hag's racket, which we still have to kill
Maybe.
those hags.
I didn't think about that.
Get me second
But is
attack.
that? But
Get
are
me-
those
Get
hags?
me multi-attack. and
Are
I'll
those
go.
hags technically working with Strahd? I mean, does he care if there's?
It's more like
Does he care if there's gang wars going on? Does he
It's
really
it's
give a
more like he lets them do whatever they
Yeah.
want.
So why wouldn't he let Dr. Terminus do the same thing? I mean, if they got beef, that's not his beef.
Dr. Terminus isn't evil, though. Dr. Terminus is just a
Okay, he's
friendly
not
neighborhood
evil, but
He's
drug
a snake
dealer.
oil
Friendly
salesman.
neighborhood drug dealer.
he's not.
He's
evil,
a snake
but-
oil salesman that sells you shit that
Really
really
fucks
does
you up.
stuff.
No,
But
I agree.
The
but
troll dust made us all happy, so that could be used to make someone happy and
be stuck in Barovia.
or
We-
to
like,
do
I'm just
something
saying, like-
we want. I'd be like, this will make you love things.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
just
you
saying,
guys
like,
haven't
things with
really-
addictive.
You
things that-
haven't gave your substances to other
That's what I was
NPCs.
thinking about doing, but I had to learn what they
I-
do first. I
I
didn't
thought
even
I
know.
offered. I thought I offered weed to somebody.
Besides what he
I
told
thought
us,
I offered
so.
the halfling weed to somebody.
I think you did.
Yeah,
Some-
it was,
But that's just
it was
halfling
the
weed. That's like the
bard.
lightest of all the
Was it a
substances.
it was the
Bards?
bard in the
I know it was at a,
tavern
I
in
know it was at,
Valaki.
I know it was at a
That
bar.
was
I'm
the
just gonna
I
remember.
think it was the
That is
tavern in Valaki.
I mean,
Yeah.
The rap battle.
That it
bar.
is. I'm
Okay.
saying no. Like
I found a
Yeah.
Reddit queue of 100 D&D substances, and I used that, and then I found like 5 or 6 other ones that people had, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna take all this, and this guy is just gonna bring you a cornucopia each time you see him. You just haven't been in a place for me to bring them back out yet, and you haven't even tried all the stuff that you have.
I figured the right. I didn't want to try it during
Sigh.
combat. I didn't want to be like, let me take a druidic dream during
Sigh
combat.
spiking them before running down the avalanche Mount Gackus.
Was it after or before?
It was
before.
It was after you guys got out of the temple.
Again, we might want to lay some ground rules about the drug doing as a party if it starts happening.
It was
again.
heavily controlled us.
Well,
It
no,
didn't
just
seem that.
again, Robin isn't here anymore, but there was a very negative thing that happened during the hag fight where Sis ate one of those dream pastries in the middle of combat.
That was funny.
We didn't kill those hags because he wasn't.
Which means
don't
there's
think we
more
would've
dream pastries to be eaten.
I don't think we would have killed the tags anyway.
I think you're wrong.
I
think we probably could.
Do we have a chance?
I don't think so.
Was
Yeah,
that?
I think we'd have changed.
Do we have a realistic
I think
chance
maybe
at that time?
No,
It
What,
didn't
to
seem-
fight the
I don't
I
hags?
think we
Kill
could
the
have killed
hags.
one of them.
maybe, but I feel like
Well, and the thing is when there's 3 hags, it's
And
a
they,
coven.
and they disappeared, and I was like,
They
all right,
get
well.
they get extra powers when there's 3 of them. So you can either try to get one separated, or you can take one down, and then that breaks the coven, and then you kind of lose some of their power.
So we'd have to like
But we don't know any of
lure
those.
one somewhere.
Would any of us know any?
You would know. I would think some of you
I
would
feel like he
kind of
would
get
know.
the hint.
He might know.
He would know how hags work. I think.
I would think that
Like
you
the-
would know that the
like
3
a-
of them
a
together.
basic-
I would know that them all
Like a
of them
basic
together
understanding.
would be powerful.
Yeah.
Would
you
be
just
more
say
powerful.
those-
Basically,
your
understanding
characters
about how
heard
hag
stories.
magic works, I would assume you would have.
Well, I
I've
would
heard
imagine
stories.
you guys snooping around Barovia would have heard stories. I mean, who was it, the one that walked up on the hag and saved the kid? You.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you knew she could just vanish in
Aren't
thin air.
hags a common thing though within
I didn't know it was a hag.
realms?
Like,
What is it?
I'm not
Where
him.
we
They're
are?
they're from
dumb.
the Feywild.
Okay.
I said I'm not
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm
these
big dumb. I
particular
didn't know it was
hags
a
are
hag.
demons.
I got big brain.
Okay.
Me big smarts.
Yeah,
you
these-
small smarts.
We
These
know
hags.
that because Robin did his boogada
Ah,
boogada.
fire hot.
These hags are in cahoots with Strahd.
I just assumed everything was Strahd, honestly.
Do you
It's
remember?
like,
We
This
still
is-
gotta fix this winery problem too at some point.
Do you remember the episode of Futurama when the brains take over and everyone's dumb except for Fry?
Because he's already too dumb.
That's our party and he's Fry.
I constantly quote
Very
that.
true. That's very true.
Yeah.
I will leave now for no particular reason.
It's
I will
idiocracy.
leave Earth for no reason.
Not everything in Barovia is Strahd. A
Yeah, I
lot.
kind of figured that
So
there's
he
a lot of,
controls
like,
the land, but
I
there's
love that episode.
also factions in Barovia that are stuck there that don't want to be there anymore, like the
Big brain
Were-Ravens.
and winning again.
There's a lot of others that you haven't found yet, but there's a lot of people there that don't want to be there anymore.
Yeah, and Strahd's an asshole.
Yeah.
He is kind of a dickhead.
I mean, yeah, but he's feeding, the whole land's feeding off this despair and drought, and every time a soul gets trapped there, the darkness just gets a little stronger.
But I just feel like Strahd is like the American government, and this darkness is like the IRS.
I feel like you have no.
I just feel like the darkness is really what's in control. We're just supposed to believe that Strahd has all this control.
Well,
over everything.
it's
but really Strahd has no control.
so the
over
way I
anything.
understand the powers, the dark powers that he talked about, is they're like, if you've read any H.P. Lovecraft or stuff like that, they're like Cthulhu, where they're like extra dimensional horrors that kind of peek in.
Yeah, the IRS. It's the same thing. The IRS and Cthulhu. It's the same difference.
Yeah, I never thought of it that way.
I think you're stretching.
No, dude, I really think the darkness is more in charge, and Strahd is just like a pawn for.
I don't
them.
think they're
So
in
what-
charge. I don't think there's like a
Not in
thought.
charge.
The
Not in
darkness, the darkness
Okay,
said,
I guess what I'm saying is they.
boom, to the middle of Strahd's forehead and said, "You're mine now." And then they said, "I'm just going to go and sit over here while all this bad shit happens, and you're going to keep doing it because you're fucking crazy.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Well,
exactly what I was
if
trying to say.
they're
You're a
actually
narcissist.
like
You're going to
far
keep
realm
doing this."
powers, like they're like, it would be like an ant trying to figure out how we operate. Like it's just so inconceivably alien. Like
No, I totally understand that, but I just mean Strahd is more of a pawn. Not saying that he's not evil. Not saying that he's not evil or anything like that, but he doesn't have any control at all, really.
No, I think he
It's
he has control over Barovia, and these people went, here's a bad thing, and now make bad things happen.
The more bad things you make happen, the stronger you are. The longer you live.
It's just you're helping my analogy.
Yeah, but they don't have direct control.
They're not.
They're not sitting there going, yes, and move this wolf over here and move that wolf over there.
Well, I'm not saying that, but
They just went, be an asshole.
You do you, and it makes me happy.
He's
The
like
more
they're
you
like
do you-
patrons for like warlocks, where it's like they give power because you do things that forward their agenda in some way, shape, or form.
okay,
But not
I mean,
necessarily.
that makes sense too.
Right, like, so, you
I think
know,
it's more
like,
like a bigger picture, like
when children
like
get
they're
kidnapped.
part of the bigger picture, and then Strahd's like a part of that big picture, kind of like it's just like here's a bunch of power, and you can do whatever you want. And Strahd was like, okay, I'm gonna just fuck shit up, and then like the big picture is still being painted, but
Yeah,
Strahd's
I mean,
picture
he
is like still,
was
it's like a
driven
process,
mad.
You know what I mean?
And for centuries, he
Kind of like in Star
Chased-
Wars. Who went angry in Star Wars?
Vader.
Anakin.
Anakin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vader. Same thing.
basically, yeah.
Oh yeah, and he's just as shitty of a person.
Yeah, it's definitely the direct push, like 100%. And like the darkness was like that lead
Sand.
into
Yeah.
like the downfall.
Well, yeah. Well, they saw him and they went, I see potential.
Yeah, the darkness was like, okay, here you go, and shoved him, and like, you know, and then
Well,
now
I
Strahd's
got
just
another one.
I mean, I
rolling
feel
with
like
the
they just
darkness.
saw Strahd went, you're pretty much going to do exactly what we need you to do.
Totally.
Without us asking.
Totally.
Do that.
Yeah, totally. They
We'll-
didn't have to
we'll-
say do that. They
we'll
were just like,
facilitate
here's
you to
some,
be able to do
Here's
that.
some strong stuff
Yeah.
to let you be powerful
Yeah.
and stuff.
We know
And then
you're going
Strahd
to do
was
exactly what we want you to
They
do.
didn't say
and
that
we don't
either.
want to say that. We don't want to tell you to do what you're going to do.
He
because
told
won't do
you.
it.
He told you how it went
Yeah, he
down.
kind of told us exactly.
He told
Yeah,
you
he told
exactly
us
how it went down.
everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what I got
He
from his
was-
story is what I'm saying.
He was going to Mount Gacchus, the temple that you guys have found and been inside. He was praying to the darkness and asking for more power because he wanted the love of his life. It didn't get sealed until she threw herself off the building because he killed his brother, and that kind of sealed him in that pact with the darkness. And then he also stated it wasn't until she threw herself off the castle that, you know, the guards killed him,
You know what?
and that's when he turned.
No one has
the
said
first
it.
time.
But I'm going to say it. Strahd radiates small dick energy.
Big time.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Big time. He's the kid that loses the game and takes his ball home. 100%.
Or he's the kid that as soon as he gets 1 point up, it's like, game over. Like, we're just gonna call it here.
We're going to play to 10, and then he gets 1 point. Okay, I think we're going to play a different game.
Yeah, I win. Yeah, he's
Yeah, the different game kid.
he's definitely.
Or
Let's play the game I'm good at.
Or he's the like you hit him, but he has invincible armor.
Oh, you didn't actually hit me, man. You hit my, I have shoulder pads here, and it just grazed off, man.
I mean, he does heal, so that's definitely true. You hit him, and he somehow just kind of.
Except somebody got a magic sword.
Yeah, that sword is pretty awesome.
The magic sword? Oh, yeah.
I really hope we find the Vorpal sword too, because then I can give the sun sword to somebody.
I
Dude,
can
what if-
probably tell
Give
you where
me
the
the
Vorpal
sun
sword's
sword,
at.
What if? Get this. What
Is
if?
it on Robin?
It's
What if?
right on his hip.
What if?
Standing
well,
right next
what
to
if-
Strahd.
What if
Yeah.
Robin
It's a
was still
6-foot
alive
sword.
when we
True.
met Strahd, and you just rolled once
Got 20,
and
cut his
just
head.
got the 20 the first time? and
It
just
wouldn't
cut
kill
that.
him. There are restrictions on the Vorpal sword.
Well, that focus.
That's bullshit.
Well, because even if he did die, Strahd just comes back.
I call bullshit.
His head would probably just like hit the ground, and he'd still be talking. Like, dude, are you serious?
His body
And
walks over and picks it up.
Yep, just screws it back on.
Well, yeah, and that's another thing is.
Dude, are you
know,
serious right now?
What happens to Strahd when he dies?
Yeah, that's a big question. There's gonna be a phase 2 of the fight, and he's gonna.
No,
turn
there's
into, like,
there's gonna be 3 phases. I'm saying 3 phases. I'm gonna give it a 3-phase
I
fight.
have a,
I'm
My
gonna give it
Strahd
a- I'm gonna
is
give it
like
a-
Frieza.
I'm gonna give it a 3-phase fight, and then
Even my final
then-
now we see
form.
the darkness.
You're not. Oh,
We
okay.
have to fight
So
that
like,
darkness.
what
telling
I
you.
mean by Frieza is there's
Earthbound style. We gotta fight that
multiple
darkness.
forms of Strahd. Like,
Sapphire.
there's There's
I want the
Leonardo DiCaprio Strahd that you guys have been around that's kind of chilling and evil as fuck, and he's, cool and, collected and...
Beetlejuice at the beginning of
Yeah,
the
he's
film.
just kind of...
That's how Strahd is right now.
He's just kind of...
Hey, baby, let's party!
Relaxed, but, we'll see. You'll see. Eventually. Maybe you won't. Maybe you guys will fall to the darkness and become Strahd puppets.
I'm starting to sit on the fence about getting out of Barovia now. I mean, it's like,
Well, we're about to leave.
is it easier?
We are about to leave.
The day before we leave. I think I kind of like it.
Let's stay, guys.
Maybe I will
Stay
stay.
here. Just stay here. You guys can go ahead and leave Barovia.
Unless
Good luck.
separation isn't a thing.
The magnet's only right where it goes.
Separation can be a thing,
That's just
but
something
it's
I feel like we should
also
talk
like
about.
if we do separation, that's another thing because Barovia is kind of relentless. And my random encounter table is not the one in the book.
Dude, look how dangerous
Maybe
these
for
crazy
that I
guys
would
are.
have to go back to the book one just because it's not so ruthless. But yeah, I would think separation could be a thing. We would have to. That's also like at the table. It's like, all right, well, you guys are all here, and we'll do this, and then we'll cut over to here, and you're
Like,
doing
they even
this.
have this up one, doesn't have any rails.
Which I don't mind at all.
Can I stand up here?
But
I'm sure there's someone that you could find to help you along or do deeds for, just to like have some sort of protection. Because like you're saying, it's a relentless place. So if you're going to separate yourself from the party, you would need somebody or some other form
yeah.
No, last
of
time
refuge.
Kind did it. He got.
What'd I do?
Last time you separated, you got waffle stomped.
Yeah, I got
I'm not
fucked.
the kind.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You are stronger than I am. So
Not even that.
But still,
He's
I mean,
not gonna walk into a
if you're by yourself.
random house and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go and lay up in this room with this lady."
Let's go see if I can
yeah, dude, I learned my
Like,
lesson.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
He
I
just
feel
said,
like
"Pretty
there's-
elf girl, yes."
Oh, this is the place I should be. Let's go to
Pretty
the
elf
back. Let's go
girl,
to the basement.
yes, yes. Is she a
Yeah, I love
vampire?
bondage.
Do I think that she's a vampire? Was not a question that was asked at all. Yeah, I would be okay with separation. I mean,
Especially
it's your guys' campaign, and I want kind of why you guys are getting cool ass shit is because it is a campaign, and I think that you should get the cool shit that D&D has to offer, like the Vorpal sword. That's unheard of at a level 4.
Yeah, that's.
You don't get the Vorpal sword until you're like level.
So it's pretty much bracketed by color. So like greens should be where we are ish.
I don't even think that you guys should have the sun sword yet, but
Well, that's the
I
thing
want the
from
game
the
to be
campaign.
fun. Yeah, it's from the campaign, but I want it to be fun. I want you guys to have cool, and that's a sentient sword that can talk to you.
I do like
That's
the
cool.
sentient
I
sword.
like that sword a lot.
And
I like the sentient swords.
I
in
wrote
D&D.
the
That's
sword
my
as
favorite.
like
We need to name
a teenager who's been waiting for someone to come complete her
Legit.
mission.
Vivica.
The
Vicky.
sword.
Vivica.
That's
Oh,
I
dude,
can
when-
see that with her attitude.
Vicky should be.
I like Vicky.
I'd like Vicky. Or Karen.
Icky Vicky.
I don't know. She's not like super mean. She's kind of crazy.
I'm going with Icky Vicky.
Yeah, Karen.
She
No,
wants she wants to kill Strahd. She was
I
made to
think
kill
Vicky's a
Strahd.
great name.
You
See,
know.
I like
I like Vicky.
Vivica strikes me because Vicky doesn't quite sound time like era appropriate.
When you pull
What
her
about Taylor?
out,
Again, no,
Vivica does make sense then.
name her Irina.
no. That lady was a bitch.
What?
True doesn't even know her.
True, don't even know her.
She wasn't that. I feel like she was the
I
nicest.
think
of
we were the
family.
dicks.
Somebody tried to have sex with her.
I think we're the dicks.
Yeah,
I
I
think
feel like
in
we
this
were
in this
we-
exchange,
yeah,
we
we were
were
the
very dickhead-lish. Very much
you guys
like.
walked right up in their house like it was yours.
Yeah,
You,
we were kind of dicks at the beginning.
you were
of the
mean.
campaign.
You were dicks to her brother
was a
for
lot
no
of-
reason.
I don't think that was me.
You guys were.
I think that was
You
Sid.
guys were
I think that
dicks
was
to-
Sid.
That was
Robin
That
was
was
nothing
Sid.
but
That
nice.
That was
That was-
100% Sid.
It was
though.
Sis and Dakine. They didn't like that a teenager didn't understand their horror reference, and he was like,
That was
"I don't know what you're talking about."
most obnoxious.
Okay, they didn't know what whores were, and they didn't know what a burger was.
It's a 17-year-old boy who has obviously been sheltered by his burgermaster dad who just died. He ain't interested in whores.
Couldn't even make a burger.
Again, those words are different.
Whatever. I'm about to just change it just to get away from the references.
Mayor.
Yeah. Mayor. The mayors. Or I'll just leave it and you guys can keep making the goddamn joke.
Well, Sis is dead now.
Sis is dead now.
Sis is dead now.
Sis-
Now we
yes.
got Big
So it's
Babble.
just gonna be the kind making
I
the
love
joke.
B-Babble. Just need to
B-Babble's
say that.
interesting.
I love B-Babble.
I like it.
He's my best friend.
I wanted him to be my best friend, but that's fine.
He
We
is
can all...
amazingly good at healing.
He is very good.
He can just pop off those little warlock heals he's
I
got.
feel like you and him
I
are
was
best
gonna say, I still got
friends.
Beppis.
I like his
And-
sparkling hands.
I'm a magic
I know.
man.
I can do that
Magic
too.
man.
I said did you too.
Right.
We can both do prestige chasing together. I mean, we're both magic men. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
I do.
Buddies.
I can say that you guys have been playing more of a party the last couple
I agree.
sessions.
I agree.
You
I
guys
agree
went
completely.
from like
I feel like
everyone was
You mean
kind
when
of
the
at
character-
odds with each other.
You
in
mean when
game.
the character that didn't want to do anything died?
Right.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, yeah. He was also like an opposition when something would happen. He'd be like, I'm okay. And then other people kind of heard that and was like, yeah, I'm okay too, you know? But now that he's dead, everyone's kind of like, yeah, we got to get the fuck out of here again. People are dying now. But yeah, you guys definitely
But I
did.
feel like when he died is when we became a team.
100%.
Well, somebody
That was a changing point.
realizing that there are actual stakes is,
Yeah, the reality of it definitely like.
especially for any of the new players, like you can
I contemplate.
conceptually know that characters can die, but it's different when it's like he's dead.
Yeah, like he's not coming back. He is dead.
Yeah.
Especially somebody like I want to like all the new players here like didn't expect like some of the people that like have been playing for a long time to be the first to die. So like
Oh, we have
when
no
that happened-
attachment to our characters.
I
is
know, but like when
probably
that
why.
when that
For
happened
sure-
though, it like
I for
kinda,
sure thought
like,
Dekine was gonna die first. Like 100.
I for sure thought kind
I was
of
about to say I kind of agree with you.
I
I'm
had
super
thought about
surprised.
killing one of you guys in the first town just to kind of because
That
you
was
guys
gonna be
like
me.
Just to set up.
you guys went into that town and there was like, okay, there's some cool stuff to do, and then it was like, all right, well, I kill that main character ally. I ruined that relationship with that main character ally. We let a cult take over the
TPK.
church.
Yeah.
Hey,
And I was like,
we
okay.
didn't let them do anything.
I was like,
They came
so
with an army.
I could either
Literally.
kill somebody or I could turn up the heat. So I turned up the heat, and then you guys kind of got lucky with those fucking cards. The fortuitous circumstance, that's been a really
I got one of those
key favor for you guys.
in our other campaign, and it worked out just fine.
Yeah, I like the cards to the game, like the aspect it brings, but
Yeah,
those have saved your asses many times. It saved you with the dogs out in front of the
Get out of jail free cards.
yeah.
Yeah, I still have one.
Kind of.
right now, so I'm gonna hold on to it. Oh no, I have it till this next session. This next session, it's over.
Did you catch that on the Monday campaign when I gave him the card and I was like, I want the things you denied me.
Oh yeah,
I got
And you
so angry.
still got it. Yeah, he was like, yeah, you guys don't get that stuff anymore. That's just him playing God.
We were talking about if we have to run a new campaign, and he was like if this one finishes or something, he's like, I think I want to run like a heroic fantasy where things are like brighter and happier. And I was like, what?
That exists.
Yeah. It's
Or-
not just a grim, dark, evil universe.
I mean, that's
Okay,
kind of
that's
how
what we do
everything
next.
started in campaigns, and then it just kind of it's went there every time. We've just kind of become evil,
Dude, I remember.
and now you guys.
Well, no,
are kinda
I think he means like
doing
the
the same.
things that you come across. Like people won't. You don't have to be suspicious of everyone because like people aren't all out to get you. It's like,
Here, you should be suspicious of everybody at first. I think Barovia is a place that
well, this will
there's
be
a lot of things lurking in the shadows.
This is a. I have
The shadows
stated
are everywhere.
that True can't lie. He cannot say things, but he can't lie.
Is that why your name
That's
is
not
what
good.
it is?
I don't think I have to
No,
worry
but-
about True, because all I gotta
yes.
do is ask the kind and he spills the beans immediately.
That's very true.
In every situation.
No matter what.
In any
the
situation.
guards,
There
the
was
guards,
100%.
everybody.
Constantly on Molly.
There was 100%.
Let me tell you about my whole story, bro. What's going on?
Like a whole first hour of one of the days of one of the episodes
5 seconds.
that you didn't hear a single thing Alex said. Like he kept saying things and you were just like, uh-huh. And then you would ask him the question about what he just said and you're like, Israel funny.
Yeah, I really loved it.
Me and Bar were talking about it in front of you.
No, but that kind of lays into Dekine as a character too. He's kind of.
Oh, totally.
He's got his own issues. He's got his own demons he's working out. He seems to be getting. He seemed to kind of pull it together the last couple episodes.
I agree completely.
Beppis is kind of livened up,
Yeah, dude, I didn't even make a scene at the dinner.
which I'm surprised.
I was surprised also.
I like seeing each of the characters you guys light up at different times. It's been interesting because you guys kind of were at odds with each other for a minute.
Yeah, dude.
I say like the whole village of Barovia, you guys were. I felt like all of you. I did perfectly. I didn't even have to do anything, honestly. You guys just kind of did it yourselves. But like, you did that whole. I don't know these motherfuckers. This dude's fucking everything up. This guy's okay right now, but I still don't know him. Like, it kind of worked out because now you guys have kind of built somewhat of a bond, maybe.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like our characters actually have a relationship in some way. Where,
Well,
like,
and
before-
you know everything's so ruthless that you kind of need each other.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, I guess you could try to get away with
Well, I
being
mean,
alone. Other people do.
Like,
Well, I mean, now we have like.
out of all the people I've met,
experiences
these are the
behind
only people I somewhat trust.
True.
Yes.
Well, there's other allies to be had.
us. I trust all of you. I mean, I totally trust all of you.
I just know what your strong points
I just know that sometimes.
Barovia is a good place for me to like break all that trust. You know, I can like try
Challenge
to
it.
break you guys
Yeah, definitely.
into, you know, wanting to not be companions.
I don't
You
know.
guys
I
are-
think you need a. It comes from Strahd being a character from like this 80s, 70s, something like that. But like, dude's motivation is just some girl. Kind of weak, bro.
Oh no, that's
Like
not.
it's not. It's
that's
not
just-
world domination. It's not. Like,
That was just what he's.
Some dead
That's just what he was. I mean, and that wasn't even what he asked you guys for.
no,
He didn't
and,
ask you for the girl.
and I thought we had agreed to
He-
at least
He's done with
entertaining
the
the idea of getting rid of the curse, and then because again, just one person, he threw a hissy fit because he's a little bitch baby.
curse. Oh yeah, he's a bitch baby. He's it's his castle, his land, his
Oh, I thought we were talking about
his food, his
No, I was talking.
it's his everything. I mean, technically, in his mind, you guys are his right now because, I mean, if you die, you're his anyway. Like, you're his. Especially
I was
Dekine.
going to say, I know I am.
I'm looking at Dekine specifically for that. You got the mark, brother. It's not good. He's in your head.
We'll kill him eventually. This manual only goes up to level 10. I'm just fucking.
It does not. You guys, I made it to where like we do the book for a while, and then I have all my homebrew. So you hit the homebrew. Now you get the fun stuff. I think the book is like one giant railroad mess, so I'm trying to take that out.
I'm sure most of it is.
Barovia, the book.
Like, I just mean like most of.
You
like,
pop out. It's
D&D
even
books.
worse than
Probably-
what I've given you guys. I tried to give you a little more free reign. Like, it pops you out in Barovia, and you're outside of the gates, and then you go through the gates, and then you're in the town of village of Barovia. You're like right into the shit of it, and then you do that interaction, and then you go on a little further, and you're supposed to do the fortune teller. Then and I had it. Kinda,
I think it does. I think it does what it's supposed to do because, like, we played the Lost Mines of Fandover at one point, and it's like it's supposed to get you from X level to X, from like X experience, and be good enough to do the next thing, and then be good enough to do the next thing.
Yeah, and that's kind of where you guys are at, but you guys are testing the waters with things.
Somebody threw two random vampires, and we're like, roll initiative, and I was like, oh wow.
Those are homebrew NPC vampires.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You just threw in some
They're
random
special.
assholes that are just gonna fucking kill us.
Hey, look, dude, they warned you.
They definitely warned and
Why would I
asked
trust
politely.
vampires?
Maybe start.
Why?
You never know. Maybe you need a cool vampire friend.
My models, my role models of vampires are bad. First of all, you said Strahd sparkles at some point, and that just means he straight up needs to die, because I ain't having no Twilight vampires.
Strahd can do a bunch of things.
He won't go in this door.
My
I
Strahd
think you're
is
supposed to pop it off.
Yeah, no, I was just hoping I could put them in there.
my Strahd definitely has a lot of cool things that he does that
Help.
the book don't have in there. You know, like that the fight at the end of Castlevania, where like he just progressively gets more monstrous. That's kind of like Strahd.
What's Castlevania? Just kidding.
What are you guys like excited for with your characters?
Multi-attack.
Like,
Same.
You guys are getting close to level 5.
Level 5.
Multi-
Multi-attack.
I mean, you guys have done
Being able to
pretty
go more
crazy,
than-
epic
I think
things
I get.
the
I
last
miss.
couple
I think I get
episodes.
another spell at 5th level.
Yeah, and you'll have 3rd level spells.
I'm excited for 3rd level spell
Counter
for sure.
What is-
spells.
Because I get counter
Do you know
spell,
what you
I
get?
already have the
I-
scroll for dispel magic, so that means
I
that I
can know it,
automatically
but-
get to start
No, I
with
don't.
counter
Do you
spell,
know
spell
what-
magic,
what
and
he'll get?
fireball.
He'll get
Fifth level?
You'll get multi-attack.
Is it multi-attack? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you get, I
everybody-
think that's what all the... You
Okay.
might get a
It's the
subclass
same.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
get a subclass spell, but I don't remember what it is.
7th level is my 3rd arrow, magic arrow. Like I'll have 3.
Yeah.
And you'll
For
be like a
short
little
rest.
submachine.
You might be able to do more arrows at 5th... I don't know.
I think 7th is when
Our
I get my
proficiency
3rd.
goes up to 3.
Okay.
That'll be nice. Being able to be better at just stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
That's what I'm doing with ability score improvements. I'm just putting most of it into that. You know,
And you
just
get a
being strong-
shitload of ability
Yeah, just
score
being.
improvements.
That's
as
what
a
I'm leveling up.
fighter.
As
first.
a fighter, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like pretty much what you get as a fighter.
Oh, they're great. My favorite build that I'm trying to make to drive Dominic insane is the polearm in our other campaign.
The Polar Master.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
It involves a bunch of feats that mean that nothing can ever get within striking distance of you.
When I used to LARP,
That's brutal.
whenever someone would have a pole arm, we would do the dick and balls technique, which is 2 shield holders get in front of the pole arm guy. And
Oh,
the
like
pole
a-
arm goes way out in front of the shields.
Isn't that the Alexander the Great, right? He had the...
Similar. Yeah.
Except it was like a whole like system of
Yeah.
spears so that you...
And it was like a shield. They had shields, and then they had shields like over top of them, and
Yeah.
the spears sticking out. But similar, but we called it dick and balls. It's 2.
Yeah, I
circle
get you.
shields.
It's a phallus symbol, I understand.
It worked well.
But yeah, no,
Super
fighter
good fighting
is...
technique.
Fighter is like I love the fighter class because like you can be whatever you want. Like it's
Yeah.
Fighters are
It's
cool.
somebody,
really
somebody
does-
was
It
complaining.
really does allow you a lot of like
All the-
flavor to your character.
All the cool
Yeah.
characters, like in a lot of stories, are fighters.
I was reading somebody complaining about them, and it was like, but
I
you
feel
can
like
be whatever. Like
the
there's
only-
no
the only
lore
complaint-
impetus on you at all.
The
Right.
only complaint I ever hear about fighters is that it's the class everyone picks because it's easy. Which I don't really
Well,
think
I
is.
feel
I
you,
disagree
it's too
because I feel like
simple.
barbarian.
I don't
is that
really
class.
think.
The
I was about to say. I
simplicity
feel
is
like
what's good.
barbarian is the.
That's
Any
the
if you
easy
don't know how to
stuff.
play, you play that.
Hey,
Because
first
you're-
of all,
you
I play a
play-
fighter barbarian in our other
You
campaign.
like you
and I-
play as a barbarian though. You play someone that's dumb, like almost on purpose. So the fact that
Not
you don't
necessarily.
understand how
Now I
things
want to
work
make
in
a
the
smart
game.
barbarian. I mean,
My
But the fact that you don't have things in the game work,
Tasha's is
like
opening
mechanics
up
and
a
stuff,
lot
makes
of
sense
shit like
because
that.
you're a barbarian.
yeah, and they're adding a lot of shit where you can like take class features out and replace them with other class features.
So like if you want a barbarian that kind of breaks the mold and is like a scholar, you can
barbarian.
Yeah, there's a
Right.
I don't know, like
know.
the really
You-
forward.
you-
the new
You can
subclass
kinda
of
twist them a
barbarian
little.
is
I don't
a
know.
is it magic barbarian?
Well, it's
Well, if you're a
'cause
barbarian,
you
it is a
can't
magic
you can't
barbarian.
cast spells, but you can't while you're raging. But you get like this wild magic, wild surges, kind of like I don't know. It's super interesting, but
Well,
It's magic for barbarians, which is.
I think
and that's something I'm
No, I
excited
think it
for,
was-
too.
yeah.
Tasha's coming out.
I think it was
That book is
Scout
insane.
when I was LARPing would get certain magical spells, but they were really like druidy magic. It was like
Nerd.
it was like they would get like entangle spells or something like that.
yeah, like rangers do,
Yeah.
kind of.
Oh, you know
Because like it
what?
makes sense that like a person that's in the woods all the time would know how to set up
My
a thorn trap.
first D&D character. What was my move? My
Spike growth.
Spike growth.
Spike
My
growth.
elf
You would
cleric.
cast spike growth before the barbarian ever got anywhere, and then he would have to run across
Through my spike growth at slowed movement and taking damage, but I just did it every time.
And we had to finally sit you down one time and be like,
No more spike growth.
You
And then I
can't
just
cast-
never cast it again.
And
And,
then- but then
even
you
when
got Spirit
times that you
Guardian.
need it. But yeah, then I got Spirit Guardians and it was game over.
I was actually thinking the character I regret not rolling for this campaign is basically Realm from our original campaign, the insane warlock.
Yeah. That would be an interesting game. That's where you could have put him as like when he disappeared from that campaign, he came to Barovia.
No, he became evil in that campaign is what happened.
Yeah.
Well, he could be in Barovia.
He was evil the whole time.
He
Theoretically.
was not evil the whole... We don't have time to discuss our 4-year-old campaign.
But theoretically, you could use him as an NPC.
Who, Realm?
No, he's too strong.
He's not. I would not want to see Realm again.
He's very strong.
I can tell you that.
He's very strong and
I
very
got a bone
crazy.
to pick with that asshole. my elf cleric, wood elf cleric from yesteryear. That was like our first D&D campaign.
Man,
Started it all.
I just want to kill some baddies.
You want to kill some baddies?
Yeah. Not like.
You guys just killed some baddies too.
Not like the women that you would describe as baddies. I don't want to kill them. But like how British people would describe bad guys as baddies.
Are we the baddies?
I'm talking more with Mordecai. It seems pretty cool. I'm ready for that. And
Happy birthday, Rin, in the chat. Is it Rin's birthday?
it is my birthday.
It's your birthday?
Why
It's
didn't you
my
say
birthday.
that?
What? Happy
'Cause
birthday.
It's, like, it's been my
Today?
birthday for 8 minutes.
Happy birthday!
Well, happy birthday. I guess we gotta sing you happy birthday.
That
Bring a
should
cake.
not
You
happen.
guys don't want to
What
sing
the hell
happy
happened?
birthday?
We don't have the rights
I
to
didn't
happy
expect
birthday.
This is all for your birthday.
We don't have the rights to happy birthday, Mr. President?
No, we don't.
That's-
Paul McCartney owns that.
Damn.
We,
Well, I guess just happy birthday.
I'm not trying to
dude.
get sued by a beetle. It's
Happy
not-
untuned birthday.
That's why when you go to Applebee's,
As
they.
much as I got.
Offbeat.
Yeah.
Do I have to sit on the saddle?
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
God, I'm empty. Yeah. I hate that shit.
For real. Then I always clap like right here too.
Yeah,
Like,
right in your fucking
I'm like,
face.
dude, get the fuck out of here! I'm trying to eat mashed potatoes.
Put a hat on and a little cup over your face and make you do stupid shit.
I used to have a bunch of friends that worked at the Applebee's in town, and they would often, when we were eating there, just come over to our table to laugh. It made me really, really
Just an
hate them.
excuse to bring you ice cream and a
It was
brownie.
Ashley Angeline and her friends from Applebee's.
That's funny as hell.
We need to take the party out one day and do a breakfast or a dinner. Thanksgiving's coming up too, so we can do a
Don's
feast.
buffet.
Yeah.
It's just rough with
Yeah,
bars
understand with that.
schedule.
Yeah, I'd love to go.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, dude, we can just go to Jerry's.
Where's Gary's?
Jerry's
Jerry's
cafeteria.
downtown.
I guess that would be after the new year because of lockdowns and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Thanksgiving's coming up too, so we gotta have a Thanksgiving episode. I think just a bunch of food, and then like the characters have to run around the food. They're like teleported to this world where
Giant food.
it's like the scene in Ants when they hit the picnic, and they're like
Yo, it's literally
sandwiches
Cloudy
wrapped in
with the Chance of
saran
Meatballs.
wraps.
Dude,
Yeah.
one of the
It's literally
one of the
Cloudy
podcasts.
with the Chance of
Except you're
Meatballs.
on
I was
Strahd's
listening
dinner
to
table.
D&D. They
Yeah.
did like a Thanksgiving thing.
Giant hands
And,
come down and try to
like-
squash.
Fatty from that episode or whatever was like a giant turkey that they had to defeat.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Oh my god, we should just do Thanksgiving.
maybe that is what the Thanksgiving episode will be. You guys
Just
are
Thanksgiving.
all shrunken and put on Strahd's dinner table while him and a bunch of vampires and Sis and Robin are all having like the dinner, and
Yeah,
they're
but
just
they don't eat. They just drink wine. That's lame.
That's why there's gonna be like human heads and fucking arms and
Lame. It's gotta be
Bowls of-
taters.
bowls of blood
Taters and turkey and
covered in blood.
grody.
For you guys, that's like a vampire's treat.
Yeah.
Like on Skyrim when you go into the vampires thing and there's just people laying on the table.
Yeah, I mean, their turkeys are like gushers, but
You can
Filled
you
with
can steal
blood.
the gold off those people also. I don't know if you guys have ever tried, but those people
I steal everything.
It's not too bad to steal anything from them.
The very first thing I do in
You get
Skyrim
2 gold, dude.
is set my carry weight
They
as
need it,
high
they
as I
gotta get out of
can
here
and
and buy
then
clothes.
steal everything that's not nailed down.
Oh man.
yeah, I've gotten in trouble a couple times in Skyrim stealing stuff, which is another thing. You guys, Pepis tried stealing at the beginning of it.
Well, he
hasn't done
announced
it
that he
yet.
was stealing.
Yeah, I know. He's like, I'm gonna go over here and steal this. And the guy was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Like, dude, are you serious?
Well, it wasn't even that. Wasn't someone like, I'm not about him stealing. Wasn't it you?
Oh, I wasn't in.
I think like the main guy like in town was like here, and like Beppis was like here,
Wait, was this
like trying to
pre-stream?
steal on the cart.
No, this
No.
was on stream.
This was like the first or second episode.
It was like the first and second episode. He tried to steal something, but he announced it to all of us.
In
And
front
what-
of the guy.
Yeah, but one of the
Yeah.
characters was also like, I don't like you stealing, but I don't remember who it was.
Maybe, yeah. Honestly,
So I was like, I'll have no part in.
oh yeah, I
that.
didn't want to just
Yeah.
be a part of. I just didn't want to be a part of it, but I like just mentioning that he's a thief just because, like, I don't even honestly as a character care. Like, I don't. It's just funny.
He hasn't
just
brought
to
it up
see,
again though.
Just
He
to
hasn't
see
tried
like
stealing it.
what he's gonna do with it. It's like
He got
There's
busted that
nothing
one
worth
time,
it.
and he's like,
There's nothing worth stealing in this.
that too. I mean,
Absolutely appalling.
says the guy who found a Vorpal sword and now a Sun sword.
Those were in chests, just hanging out places. They weren't on somebody's
from.
mantles.
You stole from that chest.
Possession is 9/10 of my law.
That was somebody's chest, bro. You just stole it. Well, you stole the contents of
Robbed.
the chest.
I stole from Strahd. I stole a sun sword from.
Fuck Strahd.
Wait, was
He
it in a
deserved it.
creepy bedroom, or was it just like
It was in the secret room behind the organ.
Well, see,
Yeah,
that's
was
where
it?
that's
Did
where
I
was-
just imagine like put my own spin on it that it was some like creepy kid's room or like?
Yeah, I think you did.
No,
that
you
yourself.
walked in the room. Remember, there's a room full of mirrors.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It was full.
You
That
could
was
basically
weird.
deduct. What do you mean? Vampires can't be seen in mirrors. Why the fuck do they need mirrors?
No, I know. It's just why not just destroy? It's a weird thing to
But
just.
then he has 7 years of bad luck. Think of all those mirrors that were in
I
there.
feel like he's had a lot longer than 7 years of bad luck, bro.
Okay, look, he's
He is bad luck. He
he
works.
doesn't want worse
He
luck.
works for the bad luck.
He doesn't want worse luck
Yeah, he does. He gets stronger
for
with
himself.
worse luck.
For himself.
There's not much more you could do to that man.
What? Because one lady killed himself.
Again,
killed himself?
I think you're underestimating how old Strahd is.
I think
I'm old and this lady broke my heart.
This is like
exactly, dude. Grow up.
He needs to get over it, man. It was like 100 years ago.
thousands of years old.
Yeah, dude, exactly. He could have gotten over it by now.
Yeah,
Except,
there are lots of books on
Except
it. Maybe he just
when-
needs a self-help book.
yeah, there you
We
go.
have a seminar for Strahd.
That's what
An
he needs,
intervention.
an
Yeah,
intervention.
intervention. Look, Strahd. We gotta make things
Try
right.
it.
One time-
She
Turn the
wasn't
card around.
worth- this-
Next episode.
This relationship you've been in is toxic. Your obsession is getting kind of weird, and we're worried about you.
We sit down
We're
with
just your
Strahd.
friends, Strahd. That's all. We're just trying to help you.
This is a lot of us statements. We're not going to make any you statements.
He might like that though.
I mean, it's worth a try.
I feel like there are other fish in the sea. And I mean, a man of your talents and immortally Leonardo DiCaprio-like looks.
Well, and you know,
Like, come on, dude. All the way up until his death, Charlie Manson had women like.
Yeah, but those were mostly crazies. We need to get him away from crazies.
Dude, that seems to be his type.
Yeah, I know.
You
that's
guys
the
need to
problem.
find him a good Christian girl.
Yeah. We need to find him a good
dating
Lathander
show.
worshipping.
We'll put him on a dating show.
All that'll do is just make a girl stride.
Making him OK Cupid.
Yeah.
Plenty of farmers. Put him on the Barovian.
Christian's
What should I put his name?
Farmers
Barovian
only.
Best first date.
Vistani meat.
Christian Minkle.
No, dude, we'll put him on to what is that? The farmers one? Which one is that?
Farmers only.
Farmers.
Farmers
Oh, farmers only. That's the one. That'll.
I mean, he is a farmer of sorts, like a farmer of souls.
Yeah, dude. I think it'll work.
He kind of grows his vampire army too, in a way.
We'll do a speed run of Curse of Strahd, and just that's when the first time we see him, it's like you need to get on online.
It
dating.
actually
That's
turns.
it.
It goes from Curse of Strahd to Farming Simulator.
Well, no, it's
No, we
and
just
then
turn
we
into
do
a
an
dating
'80s
game.
montage where we get him to do like dress up stuff. Like it's like,
He's trying on outfits.
He comes out with one that he likes, but like Scoop
that
that
one
one
that,
and we're just like,
and then he does something with it. We're like,
Spikes his hair.
Comes out with
the collar
collars
pop.
pops, and he's like,
and it's clearly in a mall.
Yeah, it's clearly like a Macy's.
We have slushies and
Popcorn, snacks, and shit.
There's a
Alex,
high
I'm
five-
sorry,
there's a
but
high
we've
five
written a
at
better
the
campaign.
You guys are all
this
just
seems to be a
sitting
lot
there
better.
with bags of.
We just need to buy the rights to that song that's always on the background of every '80s montage.
end. We can do a jumping high five with Strahd at the end. That's
Yeah,
a wrap. That's it.
No, dude, we still gotta find the woman. We can't just get him.
No, he's
dating.
happy now, so there we go. It's all good.
We're
You
just
don't
his
need no
friends.
woman. Yeah, we just make him. You have to be happy with yourself, Strahd. That's the real problem. You just have to be good with you, man.
So basically, tomorrow when we get here and session starts, we're just turning the card around and intervention with Strahd.
No, I feel like that ship sailed a little bit.
I feel like we should do this first. Get him really on our good side, to where he seems
This
like
is
we're
for
his friend.
not
This
Strahd.
is not.
Oh,
You don't even know about this. This is here to.
Well, we know that we're doing something.
You know you're doing something. This is for. This is for the stream to look pretty.
oh.
God, I can't wait to use that. It's so cool.
Yeah, I know. I do like the pirate ship. It's. He brought it too in like this giant box, and we were all like, "Oh great, what the fuck is this?"
Yeah, because nothing
And
good
then-
has ever come out of a box.
No, yeah. If Dominic brings something like a real life tool,
He
it's
brings a prop,
hardly
it's bad.
ever been good. Only one time, and now the hunger to like know what it is has kind of like died for us, because now we're just like, we don't even want to know what it is. Like, don't bring a box out. We don't want to know.
Every time he gets more minis, it's awful for us every time.
He's just yeah.
There's something maniacal happening.
I feel like Dom has kind of sealed his fate, though. Like, he's giving me lots of ideas.
He keeps giving you things.
Oh yeah, more
Stuff
enemies
to work with?
use. Yeah, but Barovia is kind of
One track.
limited.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of wanted
very-
you guys to not be stuck there.
It's a very no, yeah, because you're
You
stuck
could
there
have sent
too.
us back to the happy, smiling land of Faerun.
Nah, that's boring.
You guys were kind of fucking shit up there too. I mean, you got to that town and pissed everybody off, and then you pissed off the dudes. You don't even
I'm
know who
saying
they
We're
were.
getting better.
I'm saying, look,
You're growing.
it seems like Strahd might already kind of like us, because we aren't nice to anyone.
Yeah, I like your track record, kid. You guys are pretty cool.
I don't think that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's not a great thing.
He does.
I don't particularly like that.
He
I'm
likes
saying
some of
that
you.
having him against us right now, probably not a good thing either.
I mean, he basically
Also,
came
like,
out and
making it easier for him. Probably
told
isn't the
you
best idea.
guys
Is it making it easier for him?
he has
Doing
an idea.
what he wants. Yeah.
He has a couple ideas of how to end this curse, and one of them is to find someone to take his place.
I'll take his place.
What if it's just all of us?
Do we know anybody that evil?
directly looked at someone and made eye contact and was like, I already have someone in mind.
Dekine's way too dumb to efficiently evilly run.
But is he?
I think that's the
Is
point.
he?
Yeah, he's. It would be more
Is
like
Dekine a vamp? Is Dekine touched by the darkness and turned into a vampire? The same Dekine that
I mean, he'd
touches
still be
gargoyles
just as
because
dumb.
they're scary?
He'd still be just as dumb. Being a vampire doesn't make you any smarter.
But I think
The
it would make me
darkness.
less scared.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean your social cues will be any better.
No, he'll just be even more evil.
It'd be like, when like that rich kid buys a club, it would be like, he doesn't, it's not like evil, he's just kind of an asshole and bad at it.
Hey, grab me a water while you're up there.
Oh, I may need to dip out soon. It's getting late ski for me.
What time is it?
It's 12:30.
Yeah, we have been casting for a while.
Yeah.
I hope everybody's enjoying it.
Yeah,
Be sure to be here tomorrow to
yeah.
watch us play. On my birthday.
Are all of these
Still
going to be
16
live, or are we
years.
going to do some of them where it's...
The podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, all would be live, yeah.
What's up?
I didn't know if all the podcasts were going to be live.
They don't necessarily have to be, though.
No, we could probably do like pre-recorded ones.
Just because, like, I know it's hard for Bar to get here sometimes, and, like, it'd probably be nice to have him on one.
Well, I really would hoped that everyone was here tonight.
Well, I mean, he works, like... Isn't he at work?
No.
No, he's off
Saturdays,
on Saturdays.
he's off.
He's off on Saturdays. Any time, like I know he lives like far away.
He just lives in another state.
Yeah, he could sleep here at any time. I know he probably doesn't want to do that, and I get that.
Well, and
that's
it's
what-
late. You know?
That's what Buddy used to do when he would come into town for
But
us.
I just mean like he can. Like I don't want him to feel like he's a burden on either one of us by sleeping on a couch.
No, not at all. But, what I have a bunch of new stuff planned. The podcast being one. I'm going to start dropping lore for our campaign and our settings. So, like backstory on
I'm sorry I
people
kind
in
of just
Barovia.
gave you god shit that you have to deal with now in my character background.
Oh, well, that's fine. There was already god shit going on, so...
Well, I just mean, like, I kind of just...
Once Robin was put into the play, Lathander also is not very happy that his subjects are kind of trapped in Barovia.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
It's a witch.
And I mean,
Are you talking about me?
family and friends aren't too happy either that the people they once knew are just gone.
Have you seen that meme?
Yeah, the lives you guys left in Faerun are kind of... Where the fuck did those guys just go?
Right.
I don't really know that I had a life in Faerun.
You had something.
A little bit of something. I mean, I pretty much just escaped being a slave. And then met these
Now
guys.
you're a slave again. Yay! Woo!
I got out of being a slave, met them, and then became a slave again.
Everything about Strahd's real unsettling. He enslaves people. He doesn't let their souls move on. Very creepy with women.
Yeah.
Very questionable. He's just...
I wouldn't say women. I would say woman.
Well, okay, so
One
his
in particular.
his track record
That-
with women...
Kind of even creepier.
He's
actually.
just lived so long.
No,
that
but it
she
is
keeps
multiple
being
women. Yeah, it is
reincarnated.
multiple women. It's just, it's also the same woman, which is kind of worse.
But your guys' characters would deduct that there is a new Robin and a new Sis in Barovia somewhere.
But they're still alive. They're
They're not alive.
I
Those are
don't-
not them.
Are those the new them? Or
Once the soul is taken by Barovia, and
Yeah,
no
no,
one
you
is
said it
born
not.
there,
But was the bodies that we saw that looked like them
their
the-
bodies.
That was their actual bodies. That
Yeah.
wasn't the newborn.
Yeah, but I
one's,
don't think-
one's taken by Strahd, the other one's taken
I mean,
by
I-
Because you
unknown.
said that earlier, and I
understand
had that
it's-
question. I
it's-
just forgot to ask it.
your system, but I didn't think vampirism was like possession. I thought it was like
Okay, but
You corrupt the soul, more or less.
but like me getting
Yeah, but he's corrupting them, and
like through it's Strahd though, so I feel like vampire rules are kind of a gray area when it comes to people that are like super vampires.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just... That
in
sounds...
Faerun, vampires are more free-willed.
No, I don't mean like that. I mean more like... Because you make it sound like the soul
He's like
was
a hive
shunted
master.
out. You make it sound like their soul was shunted out of their body, yet they're still animate.
Their souls have been taken out.
Okay.
Once their body falls, Barovia takes the soul, traps the soul. That's why Baron's
So it's more
there.
like demonic possession?
Kind of. Except
It's
there's
the darkness,
There's
bro.
no possession. It's
You don't understand.
I
it because
ripped
it's
your
the
soul
darkness.
out of your body, and
Like
I'm
what you said,
placing
it's
my
more like-
own will into you.
Yeah, so
it's more like Mind Flayer.
It's... Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that kind of goes more into
confusing.
the like Lovecraftian aspect of the darkness
Well,
for
like
sure.
Well, Mind Flayer-
Yeah,
take
you're not
over a
supposed to
person's
understand
body,
the darkness.
with like
He-
like a brain like thing, and then like they'll make a person
Yeah.
become a Mind Flayer, and then that person ceases to exist.
I
and
look
they're
at it as
mind
like a
flayer.
hive kind of thing. Like Strahd's the queen bee, and once he puts his, curse into you, you're all kind of. You're my new dad, Strahd. Like you're who I follow. I don't know why, but I just do. Like
And it's because
So those aren't Robin or Sis.
And is it because
Not anymore.
Is it because he has the closest connection with the darkness than anyone else? Is that why he seems to be the daddy?
well, it's because he took the curse.
He's in charge.
Yeah, he has all
He's in
the
charge.
Yeah,
That's what...
he has all the power.
Yes.
But is it essentially because we don't know that the darkness exists, and not just us, but like the
You
vampires
know
and
the
everything?
darkness exists.
Well,
He
just
told
because he
us.
told us.
Yeah.
But I mean, like a normal person that gets bit by a vampire and then gets turned into one of his slaves doesn't know that. So they just think he is the ultimate power because they don't know that the darkness exists.
Correct.
Okay.
He's like the head honcho either way, but
Again, it would be like if a foreign government came in and put in like a puppet. They're not doing anything. They just put their guy in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Sis and Robin's bodies are no longer theirs, and their souls are trapped. And
No, okay, then none of that shit matters. I don't give a shit about
Now there's-
Robin's body.
there's a new Robin and a new Sis somewhere in Barovia.
So his soul is all that's important to you?
I mean, Lathander doesn't care about bodies.
Well, I was just like, so you're more after his soul.
His spirit must go to Elysium.
Okay.
This is and you got to think, Lathander's not too happy that Robin fell, and now his soul's trapped in Barovia. But we also got to think about Sobek. Lost one of his own.
And that's probably not super good for him because, like, he's not like one of those. Like, it's just lizard folk for him.
Yeah.
So, like,
He doesn't have a lot.
I mean, it's not like he's a human deity where it's
Yeah.
like those things breed like rabbits.
Right. Well, and I mean, now you guys have lost souls, and that just kind of makes things stronger there. Plus
I didn't
now,
think about that.
now Strahd has a new meat puppet.
So how does that work? Would Strahd not know any of the stuff that they know then?
What, like information?
Yeah, because wouldn't their body, would they know us?
I would think that they would still carry on stuff. Yeah.
Because like the spirit, the like.
I look
essence-
at it as like the essence is still in Siz's brain,
Well, I was
but
about to say the brain
Siz's
is still
soul
there.
is no longer connected to
Your
his
memories
brain.
aren't connected to your soul. So, like, they still have memories.
Again, it's a little wishy-washy. I don't know how it works in his thing, but like the way I understood
I would say
passing on in like Dungeons and Dragons was like the you of you, like all of you, goes to whatever plane
Okay.
was most associated with how you kind of hung out.
Well, I think the brain probably still has memories in it, but when your soul leaves, it takes what it knows then.
No, this is a really metaphysical conversation that
I
I
know.
don't think super matters. I just didn't know if
It
that.
doesn't really matter. But
I just didn't know if they know us. But if they do, they do.
they know you, but they don't have ties with you, if that makes sense. They're like, that's what my old self used to be their companion. But
Losers.
I think they're fully aware of everything that's happened so far, which is why Robin reached out to Dakine and got him to spill the beans, because he knows Robin or Dakine will spill the beans.
Okay.
Kind.
I
Was
was
that
just confuzzled.
was that metagaming that you did there?
What?
I said, was that a little bit of metagaming that you did there?
What do you mean, like by saying that I don't want you to spill beans? I love when
no,
you spill the
no,
beans.
No. I meant by having him contact me because I would spill the beans.
No, that wasn't metagaming. That's because you were the vampire infected.
You were
one.
the vampire.
The metagaming
Okay, it
is
just-
when he let you know I was evil, which I'm still a little miffed about. I was gonna ride that train for a while.
Oh yeah. But I didn't want you to like have to play Robin and another character.
I was just gonna be evil. No, I just
But
wanted to
I
chime in
feel-
every once in a while as an evil character.
I feel like the only person that didn't get that was Dakine. Everyone else would have been like, all
No,
right,
it was
Robin
perfect.
was just murdered by these two vampires and now is talking to
Well, I thought he was
me
talking
in
It
my
was,
head.
it was
Xander.
perfect, and I would gladly randomly be a voice in his head. It's just like, hey, buddy.
What you doing?
So what you guys up to right now?
What you guys doing? Where you at? Oh, we're just talking to this secret society of fucking were-ravens that are out to kill Strahd. Where you guys at? This barn over by Malaki. Oh, okay, cool.
Perfect.
We'll be there in just a second.
Yeah,
Did I spill all the beans?
Yes.
You
Yes,
did,
you did.
yes.
He didn't tell me that he was going to do that either, so I just had to immediately be like, okay, what the fuck would
Yeah, it kind of worked out perfectly.
what would evil Robin do?
Get information. A lot of information has been asked for and given.
You know what? I think it's rude that you keep on picking on me like this.
I mean, it is, you have the vampire link.
I know. I was just kidding.
And you've gotten advice on how to use that vampire link. You just haven't done it.
Mordecai just told me that it would come in handy. I don't really know how to use it. That's the only information I've gotten. Is don't get rid of it.
I think
It'll come in
Mordecai kind
handy.
of underestimated Dakine.
I think what he was
I
trying to
think
say.
Or
you mean
overestimated. That's what I
Maybe
meant to
listen
say.
more than say, and that will give you.
Or give them false information.
Yeah, or give them false info, or listen to what they have to say, or say, "Hey, what do you guys know?" instead of what. Blah, blah,
Or
blah, you know?
if there's a bridge or a link between you one way, maybe there's one the other way.
Do you think I can make calls?
You try. I mean, have you tried yet?
I don't know. Can you?
I don't know. How do I do that?
I don't know.
Try. Just call out to him. Maybe he'll say something.
Now I'm really gonna do that. I don't know. Can you?
I don't know, dude. I'm gonna try.
I don't know. Do they look evil?
Fuck, I mean, I might as well. He's been calling you, and you've been answering, so just answer the same way you've been answering.
Ring ring.
That just has the start, you know. Hey, Strahd, what? You're a bitch. Goodbye.
As we leave on the boat.
Suck my nuts, Strahd.
Yeah. Bye,
You lost connection.
I mean, that's how Robin started when he was originally... When he went down at first. Wait, he's with Strahd, but the two guys we met in the forest weren't with Strahd?
Robin is with two vampires. But
Okay.
You saw Robin standing with Strahd at the end, and
Okay.
Sizz was talking to the two vampires.
Okay. I'm confused.
Sizz is Strahd. Yeah, they were separate.
Climbing the ladder, bro.
Sizz is definitely under Strahd's control, but Robin is not. There's more than just Strahd.
It's a lot of information.
That we don't know.
Well, I thought we did know that there's more than just Strahd.
Well, we do know that.
Was you learn that from the
I would
vampires that
say
killed
in
Robin?
game,
But we learned that
your
from the...
characters would know that those two vampires are not Strahd vampires.
Well, they told us. They directly told us that we're not Strahd vampires.
Yeah, they were like, "Don't fuck with us. Just let us go. We're here on business. Let us do
Yeah.
our thing."
Which I was
They
doing.
didn't directly
I was
say that they weren't Strahd vampires. They just said, we have business.
Your characters would have been able, like, I guess maybe that was my fault of not describing them a little differently, but your characters would have noticed that they are dressed vastly different than people of Barovia.
Because if Robin would have known that they're not Strahds, I don't think he would have done what he did.
So far, I feel as if the vampires that you guys have seen under Strahd's control are kind of messy.
They're feral-like.
Yeah, they're more
I just thought these were better.
intense.
Like
these
his
were
generals or
These
whatever.
looked
I
like
thought too.
these looked like, which he does have higher ups that are better.
Yeah,
but
like that one dude we saw in the mansion that was like.
these
blah,
guys.
blah, blah.
These guys were pretty fancy looking vampires. They look like they're from a place that vampires hold a little more.
Like maybe they're not the worst. Maybe they are not as
A little more
hated.
dignified. They have a little more flashiness to them.
Like your Anne Ricey vampires.
Yeah.
Like your fancy pantses.
Yeah, these are the snooty vampires that wear fancy garb only and kind of pinkies out when they're drinking their blood.
Fancy.
Are you guys excited about more character diaries and stuff?
Yeah. I need to.
We need to do mine tomorrow.
I need to exist as a character for a minute longer.
True. Well, you could also do a.
I'm gonna do.
I woke up and was told I gotta go here.
Well, that's all in my intro, but I do have I've started a log, like an actual adventurer's log. It's not like that. I've watched way too much Star Trek lately, but I have it written out in that format in my the notes that I'm taking, just rattled off information and names as lists and stuff. But then I actually have I'm writing it as a diary, but there's not. We went to Strahd's place and bad things happened.
Right. Well,
We haven't gotten to the aftermath of that quite yet.
are you guys looking forward to your guests?
Yeah, especially since
fuck
you
them,
won't
no.
tell us who it is.
Yeah. Do you guys want to be surprised by that, or do you guys want them to come down when their character's introduced, or do you want them to just be here, or do you guys want to know who it is before the session starts? That way you're a little more comfortable with that, or do you want them to just walk down when it's their time?
I think it depends on the guest.
It doesn't really matter to me. They can show up whenever.
I think either or is good.
Yeah,
Because
Either
the
way,
surprise would be really fun, but at the same time, getting to talk to them about their character a little bit
Yeah.
before might give us a little bit more
Well,
context.
there will be no character talking before.
I don't care so
Well,
much.
I just mean they're
You
actual...
can see who the guest is in IRL, but you don't get to know who they are.
Yeah, but I feel like
until
having
you
a
meet
conversation
them.
with somebody before we play,
At least you need to know them.
we'll get to know the person.
You all know the person. You won't even need to worry about that.
We do.
Some of you, yeah. All of you?
Okay, but
Okay.
Yeah.
It's this kind of information dissemination that causes characters to get into fights with things.
what about insemination?
Dissemination.
Oh, is that where you take it out?
We're gonna have a discussion about words one of these days and how they work.
We'll have a whole podcast on just words.
We'll do about all social interaction.
I'm gonna
In
start a
general.
series on the channel that's just me defining words in the dictionary in alphabetical order just for you to watch. I don't want anyone else in the universe to watch it.
Videos for Mitchell, Volume 2.
Artichoke.
This is a vegetable. Okay, well, I'm excited about the guests.
Yeah.
Me too. I think it's a cool little aspect.
I'm not excited about the table
I have
space.
another guest
Need
planned
more
as
tables.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have more.
they're a little more abrasive.
I did.
Oh,
Wait, who is?
Their next guest.
Okay.
is it who I think it is?
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't think you know them.
More
It
abrasive.
is one of my friends.
More abrasive than this guest.
Their
from the
character is going to be more abrasive.
Oh. More
They're-
abrasive than Sizz?
Way more abrasive.
Oh gosh.
Way more wild.
Wait, so is the guest DM is the not you DMing? Is that the week after?
So we're going to do our guests tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it's 2 sessions after is the first time that we'll do a guest DM.
Okay.
And then I will be playing with you guys as Elroy,
Yeah.
my character.
You're gonna have to remember what it's like to be a wee little.
Won't that
we'll probably
weekend be
level
Thanksgiving
5.
though?
close to what I was before I got my power up.
Won't that weekend be Thanksgiving?
Maybe.
It doesn't matter.
It's like the
It doesn't matter to me. I thought he had something planned for Thanksgiving.
Is Thanksgiving on a Sunday?
I mean, food.
Well, no, but I thought he had like a.
With all the lockdown restrictions right now, I don't know how big of a... I mean, I know it's a big thing in, like, someone was talking about California, they have, like, super restricted stuff for Thanksgiving, but I know that it's getting bad here.
I don't
Well,
have
no,
like a
I just-
Thanksgiving session like
That's
Halloween.
what I meant. I thought he had like a Thanksgiving session.
I more was like, are we all gonna like do a potluck and cook
Okay.
and eat while we
I
play
think,
that
I think
day?
that would be fun.
Like a
Yeah, I mean-
Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
I'll make some food.
Yeah.
Or maybe just come early and do that so we don't have it, like, getting all over all the shit.
That's the best part.
We could do a themed, like a feast in game.
Yeah. I almost thought about saving the dinner with Strahd for Thanksgiving. But then I was like,
What are we gonna do for
what a
that?
hell
As
of a
it's-
Thanksgiving dinner.
As a
Yeah.
character who doesn't eat, I feel like this Thanksgiving idea is...
I don't get the point of this.
There'll be a big can of oil.
Again, that's not how... He's not mechanical in that sense.
There'll still be a big can of oil.
I thought this is what you liked.
No.
All eat oil, okay.
We talked about
Is
this.
he kind of like a golem? Is a golem sort of?
It's, again, if you've played Destiny, I always compare it to the Exos. Like, they're just...
Okay, yeah, I never played this.
But they're like arcane in construction. So, like...
Which golems are too, right? They're like
Yeah,
magical.
yeah. But golems are more like, they're just...
I think-
simple constructs, like they just have a
I think
form.
I'm streaming out on the TV upstairs.
There you go.
Cool.
That works.
Well, I was just like looking at it and it wasn't a video, and I was like, "Is our stream fucked up?" And then I looked at his phone and I was like,
I would hope that our stream's not messed up. There's more people watching than we are, so.
"Hi, beautiful people."
One of them's Marshmallow Peeps.
Who? Marshmallow Peeps? I think that's Becca, right?
Yeah.
And one of the comments is me.
Wow, so cool.
Whoa. Cool. You're live. You're famous. Is there anything you guys want to talk about with the campaign? Questions?
I feel like this talk. I feel like there's a lot of hate for Dekine.
I love it. See, all of the negative things, again,
I think you're mistaken me talking about things that happened as negative.
yeah, no,
Because
I
they
think
cause
they're great.
negative outcomes.
I was just kidding.
Any
but
negative outcome that I don't die from, I'm pretty on board with.
I've had fun so far.
That's pretty much all I've
It's
done.
been
Hopefully
interesting.
Dominic doesn't watch this because
It's-
I did spend a good majority of it shit talking because he's not here. I'm
It's
just
been
kidding.
it's been
Kidding for
interest-
the record, Dominic.
right.
he's not kidding.
It's been interesting watching each of you kind of light up at different times.
Well, let's ask you this: what's some of your favorite moments?
Yeah, from your side, what have been some of your favorite moments?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You trying to punch people, or was it Psy?
No,
Tried
I,
to
no,
punch
it was
Dekine.
Dekine. It was Dekine.
Dekine trying to
and then
punch
Rin
Tried to-
us.
stopped him. That was kind of Rin's first shining like, like no, like I don't like that. I like that. I like that Psy called Strahd a liar in Elvin at his dinner table.
Oh yeah, that was.
While an
Big
elf is
balls.
the one that carted you into the room, his butler is an elf. I liked that. I liked. I've liked all of it mostly. It's been fun. It's kept me on my
Murdering.
toes for sure.
The ruthless and unjustified, unprovoked murder of two characters that definitely didn't earn it in any way, shape, or... Just kidding. I'm just
I was
kidding.
about to say.
I feel
like
like
both-
Who are you thinking of?
I was about to say, I think both of you guys earned that pretty well.
Yeah, maybe I will put you guys on the pirate ship and just crack it right in the middle and sink you all. And then it's like, all right, new campaign. You wake up in Barovia.
He'd live. He's a robot. He doesn't have to breathe.
I don't have to breathe.
So water does. I guess water wouldn't affect him.
Like water.
Well, I
He's not
still
like-
would sink to the bottom. Like, I'd still be down there.
And just walk to the shore.
Eventually, he'll be level 20 by the time he gets to the end.
He's just been fighting fit.
His legs are like this fucking big around, just massive.
Yeah, I don't breathe.
Turn it from a Barovia campaign to an
Underwater.
campaign.
Underwater campaign.
Under the sea.
That sounds cool.
Under the sea. I don't know. I hate my experience in video games has made me hate all underwater exploration.
What?
You hear that? Legend of Zelda,
Mario?
Ocarina of Time, and the
Mario? What are you talking about, dude? Mario
The water levels?
Mario 64, the water level? Fuck
the
that.
water temple in Ocarina of Time.
Oh, yeah,
I'd
that's
rather
a
drown.
That's a confusing shit.
I have quit
You do one
so
thing
many
wrong, and you fuck
playthroughs.
up the whole playthrough.
I'd rather drown.
Yeah, you have to start the whole thing
Yeah,
over.
if you
But
fuck one
fucking
thing up,
trying
You
to,
miss one key.
Trying to,
There's
Yeah,
one key.
If you miss one, if you fuck up one key, you have to
trying to,
restart the whole
trying
fucking
to
game.
swim underwater on Mario 64 with the camera that's just like doing whatever the hell it wants.
Whack, whack, and you're looking at his
like,
nuts
no,
the whole
turn
time.
that way.
Whack, whack, whack.
And you have to hit that like one little hole, and if you miss it, you have to do the whole goddamn thing again.
And you know that when you roll up on it, it's like whack, 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 and then you miss it completely. That one super, whoosh, and he goes whoosh, like all the way over here. You're like, fuck me, dude. This game sucks. I'm done. And then you come back 20 minutes later.
The only reason that level gets a pass is because the music is dope.
All the water levels
Why-
have legit, the most
best
legit
music-
soundtracks.
the best
Like, what
music
the
in the
hell?
water
I still
levels.
They
say
want to keep you there.
Ocarina of Time, the water temple, not good music.
I feel like Majora's Mask is a worse water temple.
Yeah, but you can speed through that. If you know how to do it, it's... Beep, 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 beep.
I feel like it's more that way on Ocarina.
Is that the
honestly.
G2 mask level?
No, that's the Zora Mask level.
Zora mask.
Because they're the water people.
Yeah.
I hate the boss in that one.
The
You guys need more
Majora's
boss
Mask when
fights.
you have to like
No, I don't think we're quite at the level
Can
where
you
we
have
can
to,
handle
like,
boss fights.
carry that
I
bomb
don't know,
or
dude,
whatever
the
up
bone
to the
golem was kind of a
boulder.
boss.
That's the worst part of
I
Majora's
view
Mask.
that thing as a boss. That thing was scary.
What?
Yeah, the
Bone
bone
golem when we fought that.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of that's a mini boss, if anything.
He fucked our level 8 characters up in the other campaign.
Oh yeah, the bone golem. Yeah, he
That thing was pretty freaky.
did. That bone golem was way stronger than my bone golem.
I mean, his bone golem was the one out of the book.
Yeah, mine was a little
toned down.
Lightened. I've had to lighten a lot of the stuff, but I like the creatures that are stronger. They're just better.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're more intimidating.
100%.
Well, and you guys are
Another Q-tip.
you're in a scary
He
place.
likes the Q-tips. I don't even know where he keeps getting them.
Out of the Q-tip
Out of the
thing.
Q-tip box that's sitting there.
Oh.
Oh. Do you guys want to take like a little bathroom break?
I'm actually probably gonna dip out.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, we could be done too. We've
We do have to be back tomorrow. It's,
yeah,
I do
we've
need to go back.
we've almost hit 3 hours. I think that's a pretty good start for our first podcast. We can call it here.
Probably should get back, yeah.
Final questions? Anything?
Can't wait for Tasha's Cauldron of Everything to come out.
Yeah.
How do we defeat Strahd?
I already tried this. He didn't. fuck
He asked if we had any questions.
You gotta twist his nipples.
Um,
Where-
Where?
way.
Hold on. Actually, I have a better thing. Where is that artifact we had to find in order to get this monkey?
about that, I don't know. You'll have to tell me.
Let me know when you
Oh,
find it.
we get to
Fucking
tell
flips the whole
you.
table.
It's in Valaki, in the middle of the street, but only we can get to it.
Yeah, maybe you guys gotta, will it into existence. I don't know.
We
about it really
still,
hard.
I still think we should go to the winery because I think that's actually something that we're supposed to do, like progressively.
Well, right now we're on the other side of the map.
No, we're not.
We just left
Well,
Strahd's
we're
castle.
going back to wherever this thing takes us.
Where is this thing taking us?
I don't know. It only
He's
takes
driving.
like 2 days.
He's driving.
Yeah, just go back to Valaki. That's the last place we were.
It's true. Wasn't there some shit going down though?
A festival?
Yeah, but why was it on lockdown the last time we were there?
Ooh, does anyone remember why it was on lockdown?
I was dead.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think so. That was
When-
only
I
just
didn't
one-
make it back to town.
Huh?
We lost me and Sis before we got back to town.
Something happened. You guys got a little bit of information on it.
Yeah, I said the guard has an abundance of information for some reason.
Who's that guy again?
I was dead and definitely not paying attention.
The guard basically said that something was taken from the city that protected it,
Okay.
and now they can't guarantee people's protection. So the city was on lockdown, and the festival was canceled.
Oh, that's right. So we gotta go talk to the burger maker, and then
Burger maker.
Which, you know, the guard also warned that the burgomaster is
We gotta go talk to this burger
pretty
chef.
pissed off about his festival having to be canceled.
The dude from Velocity.
Velocity, yeah,
Yep.
Velocity. Yeah.
Vermilion City.
Either or.
The dude from Vegas.
I do also want to mention we have some extra content coming out. Character diaries. I'm going to start doing lore updates. We're going to do more podcasts. And then we have our guest DM spots, so that'll be cool. We're going to give each character a day to run a one-shot.
Is this the characters running them?
I'm going to leave that up to you. You could either...
Because that would...
It could be your character running a one-shot, and...
Oh, am I allowed to change people's level?
I like theming it as like it's our party playing D&D.
Because there's a thing
Like
that I think anyone should just look up without... I'm not going to explain it, called the Great Modron March, and it really ties into Mechanus. And I think... But it's a very high-level activity to deal with.
I mean, well, we could always copy our characters in D&D Beyond and level...
Or we can just
copy,
wait until we're higher level.
and then do that one. Yeah. I mean, definitely, I want everyone to be thinking of what they want their one-shot to be. I mean, if you want to make it something completely nuts, where everyone plays through an episode of fucking the Space Jam movie or something.
Battle to the death.
You know...
That's all it
whatever.
is. It's just a
If you
meat
want it
grinder.
to just be a fucking massive dungeon crawl, then whatever, or...
I'm giving you the 7 Dragon Balls.
Or, you know, if you want to make the party run through the fucking water temple in Ocarina. Like,
I quit. I quit.
I'd rather drown.
Yeah.
Elroy shows up. But yeah, that's...
Are we allowed to give sick-ass magical items that they have that they can keep?
You don't get to keep them. These are like...
What if they're not powerful, but cool?
What if they're not that sick? What if they're just kind of like with one seat?
Nothing gained in a guest DM spot will be taken out of the guest DM spot.
This is ridiculous.
I know. It sucks.
So no Dragon Balls.
Definitely no Dragon Balls.
This is
That would be a
ridiculous.
cool D&D themed campaign, though.
Would be.
I just started watching one on Facebook that is themed in Power Rangers.
I've heard of this.
It was actually really cool. I really liked it. They were all Rangers. They all had rings and could like
That'd be
morph.
cool.
That's pretty sweet.
Had fucking Megazords and shit, which would be
Everybody
awesome.
plays a druid, and everybody has a different
Something.
Be perfect.
But I asked them while you were in the bathroom. Any last questions, comments, things you want to talk about before we wrap this bad boy up for the night?
I don't know. I'm feeling pretty secure in playing just D&D. If it's D&D,
Yeah, I'm
That's
addicted
fun.
at this point.
Well, good news. I'm running a completely different system for my guests.
Great news.
I mean, any dice rolling even. Dice
We
rolling.
just play dice.
We're playing Shadowrun. Craps.
Yeah, we just play craps. That's my.
Get a roulette wheel.
I do a coin toss system, so 50-50 all the time.
I play. It's like
my
know
one
the,
shot is literally
Yeah,
just the
yeah,
for
It's like
playing
the
craps.
5-finger fillet. That's how you.
If you stare yourself, you lose.
And we play with scalpers.
Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah. Well, thanks for everyone that tuned in. This has been a good podcast for our first one. We'll plan another one and post it. Be sure to follow us on our Linktree to all of our other socials. Be on the lookout and catch us tomorrow here on YouTube.
Yay!
2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
2
too.
o'clock. Tomorrow might, if everyone's cool, tomorrow might be a longer session.
That's fine with me.
Okay,
That's fine with me.
cool.
Totally fine.
Deal. Well, then we'll probably go a little longer than you.
I mean, Alex would be the only person that you have to.
I think he'll be fine going later. A little later.
I don't have the kids tomorrow, so it's fine with me.
Alright, well, thanks for watching, everyone.
It means we can play till tomorrow. You're beautiful. We can play
Peace
after
out.
my bedtime.
Have a good night.
Make sure and subscribe.
Subscribe,
Like, share, subscribe. You punch that like
See you
button.
tomorrow.
Smash that like button.
YouTube words.
Destroy the like button. Nuke the like button.
Do it!
Are we still live?
Yes.
Now we're not live.